Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy, do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
They got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case. Dati mihi Anglican, please, verbis lapia. I didn't ask you to interrupt me.
Literally not true.
Is that correct?
Oh, for Trump's sake.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Court of Public Opinion on this fine podcast Thursday. I am the Recovery Addict.
Hello.
Thank you all for being here or there or wherever you are. And I have to say thank you to Sample User. I don't know who won the internet this morning. I forgot to pin it when I started. If somebody could just either confess or rat somebody out, whoever it is, let me know who won. Britta Aller. Awesome. Britta Aller, congratulations. See how I just trust greeners? It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing that he doesn't abuse that trust. Greeners, thank you very much. And Britta, thank you very much for winning the internet. It's a wonderful day when someone else has to do the work for you. And today, that's you, Britta. Thank you for being our internet owner. We're going to everything IP-related worldwide is your responsibility, at least the problems. And this goes on your permanent record. Make sure you download your internet ownership certificate for the low fine of 50 cents. Suitable for framing or use as a cover sheet on your CV. All right. A couple people. Lots going on. Buenos dias. From Florida. Grizzly Diana, I believe you and me both got the same view of the Northern Lights last night. Didn't happen. Did not happen. The weatherman saying it either would be incredible or not happen. He was right. It did not happen. Today was chemo day. Oh, so I'll hang out till it's time to leave, then I'll catch up on replay crew. Good luck to you, Miss Kitty. We'll be thinking of you for sure. Thanks for stopping in. You got this. Hello. You got this. I'm gonna kick its butt. Let's see. Birthday shout-out form. Use the form, please, people. This case is going to be over by Friday. Yes. Hello. Who do you trust more? Greeners. Let's see. We did. just kidding. Josh, just kidding. He was just the first one I saw. Let's see. Yeah, it was a bust. And I know a couple people texted me, and they're like, how is it where you are? I'm like, honestly, there's nothing. Because I went out, took my kids, took my two youngest with me, and they're like, I'm like, you guys, well, you're going to love it. Best night of your life. This will be a journal entry experience. It's going to be incredible. They're like, so when does it start? I'm like, hush, you got to be quiet or it won't happen. No, just kidding. I didn't say that. But there was nothing. And then Ryan Holyall, to rub it in, starts posting pictures of the Aurora Borealis and how amazing it was from his place. And I'm like, why? How did he see it and me not? Oh, he rented an airplane and went up to 25,000 feet where the view was incredible. I'm trying to have pork. So Ryan, thank you for rubbing it in. We tried, but could not see it. So good morning, y'all. Miss Kitty, you are a fighter. You're gonna win. You're gonna win. We're excited for you. Keep us updated. It was brilliant in my neck of the woods, Jennifer Juniper, though difficult to see with the naked eye. Selena K, member for 31 months. Love RA in my chat family. Selena, one day we will have that marathon that I challenged you to, but I'm worried that as you get stronger and faster on your new knee, we need to do it soon before you get too fast. That's all I'm saying. If you watch the Halloween live stream, you'd know why. Let's see. I'm in Massachusetts, and the last 2 nights were spectacular. That's awesome. I basically just wasn't patient enough. I started at like 8 p.m. They went to about 8:30. I'm like, I'm not seeing Jack, and so I went to bed. I'm like, done. Didn't really go to bed. I stayed up and watched videos and texted Weather Watch all night. Let's see. Was great in Georgia. Y'all should move to Georgia, says Josh. Greeners has a early grievance against Calypso's Vixen. She got Chippendale Rescue Rangers song stuck in my head all evening. I believe that's actionable, Greeners. That is actionable. All right. Birthdays. We need to do birthdays. And yes, I know we're a little bit late, but trust me, it's jury instruction argument. So we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We're not missing any court. The jury's not there till 11. We'll get caught up in no time. And we've got some other things to do. So Amber's doing it again. This is egregious, Greeners. This is egregious. If you do have a grievance, submit it here for the Festivus stream. Thank you very much. It's like the birthday form, only it works better, right, Amber? Red Pen, thank you for the birthdays this morning. I'm in a good mood this morning. I don't know why. I don't know why I should be in a good mood, but I am. Probably because it's the podcast. I'm wearing Thomas's shirt. It's not actually Thomas. It's my shirt with his logo. Anyway, happy birthday to Alicia, Katie, and Ryan. We've got 3 birthdays to sing to, so if you all join me by standing up wherever you are, take a deep breath, shoulders back, project your voice to the back of the room, blend your voice with your neighbor, warm up with me if you will. La 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 la. There we go. We got it. That was loud. The music's just here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alicia, Katie, and Ryan. Alicia, Katie, and Ryan. Happy birthday to you. I called you Alicia. I'm pretty sure it's Alicia. Or Elisha. Nope, it's Alicia. Sorry. I'm terrible at this. Alicia, Katie, and Ryan, happy birthday. There are many wonderful days. Today is your special day. And I realize there are a million places you could be and a million people you could have celebrated with, but you chose to be here with us. The privilege, pleasure, the honor, the joy is ours. Hopefully we can turn that joy back to you, make your day just a little more special, or begin by helping yourself to free pancakes at Denny's, IHOP Village Inn, Waffle House, McDonald's, Tammy Dunlap's House, Annie's Grill, Bob Evans, and Cracker Barrel. Please update the birthday form with the pronunciation box to be filled out in crayon so I can understand. French toast here for Itchy Withers. Thank you very much, Itchy Withers, for the French toast. For those people who want that option, who want a little more egg with their breakfast. You can call me whatever you like. Just call me for free breakfast, right? Let's see. The British music song is Competent Together. Is that the name of the song? I don't know the name of the song we use. All right. Oh yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Like it's hot, 80s, and I appreciate the name change back. Yesterday was confusing. Hazel Eyes, welcome. All right, everyone help me with the drum solo to finish this one out. The song will stop, but the party never stops on your birthday. So here we go. I had to move the chat. It was so big you couldn't see me drumming. And I've been practicing just for this occasion. So, all right, happy birthday. Thank you. I have a grievance. You didn't use buffer. Mine had emojis and Red Pen didn't. And also Red Pen had name spelling error. Used the first one I saw. And then I scrolled down to the bottom, anticipating someone would have been like, it's my birthday too. And I just didn't want to miss them. But I didn't see any of those. So I apologize, Josh. You can fight it out with Red Pen death match after the show. Angie Stevenson, when I get my name back, it will be Sloth Life OG. I think I can say that now. I actually found you during the depth trial from Rob. Wonder why I waited so long to join. Maybe I hadn't met Greeners. Thanks, y'all, for a great 22 months. Sloth Life, thank you very much for being here. Tourney level support and much more. 22 months, you are in fact OG. All right, why are we not in court? We're going to court right now, but not the one you think, because we want to check in with Middleton first, and then we'll go over.
Anyway, today's first line is so easy, even Keith will know it.
Song of the day.
We'll try. And we'll get to it. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May.
Okay, good song.
So let's go into it with
Do you
that
guys get it?
attitude. I know that song will make you smile if you listen to it. So our little shared jukebox poetry. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. You could use a little of that right now.
What happens if you don't get the song right?
Yeah, you got it. All right, well, it's time to get to work. For those of you that don't know what the heck I'm talking about, every day when I start my court proceedings, I start with the opening line of a song that's in my head. Just makes me smile. And then everybody gets to figure out which song it is and then maybe listen to it. And then there's a quiz. If you know the answer, you get free. If you don't, you go to jail for like 10 days.
There you go. All right. Hope you got the song right. Otherwise, Judge Middleton has a warrant for your arrest. Thank you, Judge Middleton, for kicking off our day with great style. We are going to jump over to court where, let's see. Hold, please. We have to get there. Almost jumped to the wrong court, and that would not be good because you'd be like, "What is this? I'd like to watch this instead." We don't want to. We don't want to do that. Boom, 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 boom. Hello, welcome. Good to see you here. Oh, it was the right one. You guys can't see anything, can you? It would help if I did it right. You can't hear either.
Treatment or other benefit in order to get the witness to testify.
I would not think that applies.
What we're doing right now is we're going over jury instructions, or what the jury instructions will be.
Okay. All right, so right now we think 6 does not apply. 7, had any pressure or threat been used against the witness that affected the truth of the witness's testimony?
I do not anticipate that testimony either.
No, it doesn't apply.
It's no shave November.
8, did the
I just
witness at
started
some
late.
other time make a statement that is inconsistent with the testimony he or she gave in court? I don't think we've had impeachment so far. We'll see how it plays out. I think we have, we'll see how the rest of the trial plays out. So far,
Defense has
we agree
done
it wouldn't
nothing.
apply.
Correct.
All right. 9, has the witness been convicted of a felony or a crime of dishonesty? There's been none of that so far. We'll see if that changes for the remainder of the trial.
Tomorrow.
10, does the witness have a general reputation for dishonesty or truthfulness? There's been no testimony related to that. So far, I would agree that 6 through 10 don't apply. We'll have to readdress this at the end of the evidence. All right. Whether the state has met its burden remains in.
I think you will.
The fact that a witness is employed in law enforcement, we give in all cases. Expert witnesses can remain in. We didn't have any accomplice or informant, so that was correctly not included. There's been no child witness. We'll wait to see if Mr. Tower testifies, whether or not to include that or exclude it. Proper for a witness to talk to the lawyers and relying upon your own testimony. So this appears to me to be legally accurate right now. The only issue is when we find whether or not Mr. Tower testifies, we'll address that. The next one, 3.9a, defendant not testifying. We'll wait to see what Mr. Tower chooses to do. 3.9b, defendant's statements. We have that here. We have a statement that was played to the jury yesterday. This is something the jury should take into consideration, this instruction.
Selena, is this Hogelzoo?
I've compared it to the Supreme Court version. This appears to me to be legally accurate. Any objection by either side?
No, Your Honor.
No.
3.10, rules for deliberation. All of them are included except the jurors talking about questions they asked. Of course, they didn't in this trial. So this appears to me to be legally accurate. Any objection by either side?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Cautionary instruction is legally accurate. I will read that, of course. 3.12a, We have single defendant, multiple counts. Can you get rid of "and informations" in the title portion there?
I just called it charging documents.
Can we just get rid of it?
Yeah.
I think single defendant, multiple counts is the issue that the jury, we're honing them in on here.
Thank you.
So let's see, you have a separate crime is charged in each count of the charging. Can you make that singular document? I granted a motion to consolidate, so we don't need them to be thinking that we have an information and an indictment. I think that's irrelevant.
Yes, right.
But we do need them to know that there's multiple counts and they need to consider them separately. So let's see. A separate crime is charged in each count of the charging document. You're getting rid of the S.
Someone vacuuming.
And although they have been tried together, each crime and the evidence applicable to it must be considered separately and a separate verdict returned as to each. This now appears to be legally accurate to me. Any objection once we remove "and informations" and the S in documents?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Ms. Whipple, were you able to make those changes?
Yes, sir.
All right, the verdict instruction 3.12 seems appropriate. Any objection?
No objection.
All right, verdict looks good to me as well, that the state listed, I think, appropriately consistent with the jury instructions. They listed the alleged victim to identify the difference between count 1 and 2. They have the lesser included. It's perfectly lined up. There's nothing italicized or drawing attention to any one in particular. Guilty and not guilty are not capitalized throughout.
Count 3.
Your Honor, I did for count 3 that this isn't my intersection. Initially, there wasn't the lesser included, but can I talk with Ms. Frabling for a second?
Sure, about whether you want the reckless or...
There's something that has to be changed about the title. It's called fleeing to elude. I have attempting. That has to be removed.
I'm going to mute them for just a second. We'll jump back as they fight over the grammar of this. Muted them just for a second. Let me just say, Samantha, thank you very much for this link. If any of you have ever said, hey, we should meet up sometime, go out for a drink or, go to lunch or something together, and you'd love to just hang out with me, this is I haven't done that with practically anyone. The next best thing is right here. This is basically me buying you a drink, or in this case, a drink holder. I did figure out when I posted my mugs for sale that I did price them incorrectly, so that with every mug I sell, which I think so far we've sold 900 of them, it only cost me 25 cents, meaning that the grand total with each sale is negative 25 cents. Now, with this additional sale, it will cost me a little bit more, but I'm okay with that. Please get yourself a mug. Now's the time to do it. It's like me buying you a drink, and basically that's as close as most of us will come to getting to meet each other in person. So I do actually encourage you to do this. It's cheaper now than ever before. So thank you very much, and enjoy a drink on me. So we're going back to court.
Be consistent. And then it has the correct month, year, place to be signed. It looks legally accurate. All right, let's discuss this now. They have your last page, submitting case to jury, talking about what evidence would go back. Can you get both, Emily? Can you pull out both knives for me? The ones that are not the butcher block. I don't want the butcher block. So my thought, folks, on evidence that can and cannot go back to the jurors. My thought is the butcher block with knives loose should not go back to the jury.
Why is that, Judge?
It's too much of a danger.
What, you think they're going to try to
tell
juggle
them
or
that
something?
if they want to see that, they could just send a note. We can bring them into the courtroom, and we could have that shown to them. The question is on these two items, whether they're secure and safe to go back to the jurors. What are your thoughts?
May I take a quick look?
Yeah, come on up. And Carl, you can express your concerns and thoughts. I think the bailiffs are hesitant to allow those to go back.
As long as they don't go to the defense table, I think we're good. Every single juror has one of these in their room, like in their kitchen. Maybe even the same model.
Your Honor, there is biohazard on there, so we can tell the member to the jury.
Oh, that's true. There's alleged blood on
That
there, right?
It's not going back because of biohazard, but if they wish to see it, they can view it in front of all of us with the bailiff showing them again. They're all photographs of this evidence, so.
Mr. Gilman, what's your position? Are you okay with that?
I'm fine with that, Your Honor.
You are?
Yeah, and again, there's photographs of everything.
Okay.
So if it's a safety concern, I have no problem with them just having the photographs.
And the state's okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. That's what we'll do.
So no butcher block, no knives.
So
what
instead,
I'll do is
we'll leave the
explain
knives
to them.
with the defendant.
So let's see. Let's look at our jury instruction. During the trial, towards the bottom, folks. During the trial, items were received into evidence as exhibits. You may examine whatever exhibits you think will help you in your deliberations. A, and here's the options for us. A, some of these exhibits will be sent into the jury room with you when you begin to deliberate. And B, if you wish to see any other exhibits, please request that in writing.
I think both of those would be
appropriate. Fine. So let's just keep it the way it is. And I'll explain to them the only items that are not going back to the knives. And I'll explain that to them, that they just need to put that in a note, and you could bring them in here for them to see it, okay? All right, so 3.13, submitting case to jury. It's fine, the instruction as it is. I have the closing argument instruction. You don't need to give that to the, you don't need to include that.
We didn't have an ME
that goes to the jurors.
In this trial.
Are there any other instructions either side are requesting?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And I can't think of any other instructions that apply as well. All right, so State, if you can make those changes, if you can send a copy to me and Mr. Gilman so we can have at least our updated version. We'll address it again at the close of the evidence. It's 9:22. We'll be adjourned. If you can be ready to start the trial at 11.
Yes. One thought, Your Honor. Do we want to discuss now? There is a DVD of the defendant's interview. The jury may wish to listen to that, or also the 911 calls. Did we want to talk about
that? All goes back to the jury,
right?
I mean, to the.
But do they? Are you going to explain to them how they can play it and do that sort of thing?
What I do is I bring IT in to just explain the jury card. I like to have that on the record, that the jury card doesn't do anything. It doesn't have access to the internet. All it can do is play the evidence. So I'll bring in Kevin or Henry, someone from IT. They'll wheel it in.
Kevin.
They'll explain to them how it works, which is basically just a mouse, and all they can do is stop, pause, fast forward. And then I'll have Henry wheel it into the jury room.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Have a nice break. Let's be ready to start the trial at 11 o'clock. Okay? All right.
All right, a little bit of a break there. We'll come back at 11, which gives us an hour and a half. The jury cart is I love it. It's basically tech to go is what it is. Everything they need to view any digital evidence is on the jury cart. So it has everything but the Elmo. So if you've got a flash drive, if you've got a DVD, if you've got some sort of digital file, it has a computer. I think it has a screen. It's where a projector. So it's just they just wheel it in, plug it in, and anything they need to see is there. And the way this is good, really good, is it basically gives them all they need. Without worrying about what if we give them a computer, there's other stuff. I've got personal files on my computer. Do we have to buy a new computer for Best Buy and have it certified as being a clean computer that doesn't have internet access? And there's a lot of issues that just having a cart, pre-set up for this is great. Medical examiner is the final of the two witnesses. We haven't had the medical examiner. The state has not rested, and it's sort of weird because we're doing jury instructions or just did the jury charge conference, sort of in the middle of the prosecution's case. I say the middle because it's only a 2-day case. You need to do the math. But that we're going to have 2 more witnesses. The state's going to rest. Defense may call 1 witness, and that 1 witness may be the defendant. This is his only chance. He's not saying he's not guilty. He's just saying I shouldn't be hit with the biggest of the penalties. A lesser penalty would be more appropriate. Is there hot cocoa on the jury cart? I think there is, on like granola bars and just everything. Southern Treasure, thank you very much. Appreciate it. enjoy. I bought 3 of them, and just so you know, we wash all our mugs in a dishwasher, which occasionally eats dishes. Anyone with a dishwasher knows this. Sometimes things go in fine and they come out broken. And I bought 3 mugs, and we have a granite countertop in our kitchen. And ceramic mugs and granite countertops do not mix very well. It's basically like a rock and a nut. You hit it breaks a lot. I've only lost 1 mug. They're quite sturdy. They're nice mugs, and I really enjoy them. I actually used one this morning to drink my milk with my toast and eggs this morning. So, all right. I hope you do enjoy the mugs. Let's see. Probably should make a new one since that was from the Darrell Brooks days. But I'm terrible with merch. The whole profiteering off YouTube is not my main goal. I really just like what I do, so I don't put a lot of effort into merchandise. Let's see. Sounds like the defense wants some kind of psych reprieve without expert testimony. Yes. Here's the problem, Genesee Gal. In Florida, the whole insanity plea, it works. I mean, it's an option, but it's very, very difficult to attain. You have to prove that at the time either the defendant did not know what he was doing. That would be like brain turned off, zombie, my body did something while I was not mentally present. And that's difficult to prove. Or that he did not know that what he was doing was wrong at the time he did it. And unfortunately, based on his own remarks and the actions he took around it, it's pretty clear that the second one is out. So unless he can be very convincing with an out-of-body experience, he's basically that's not an option to him. Let's see. I've ordered the light blue mug, and the hoodie has washed and come up great. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that you're wearing the hoodie as well. It looks great on you. There's so many people here in Florida. You really got to prove you're insane. There's so many insane people. You need to stand out from the crowd. But yeah, so they basically, I think what they're doing, and honestly, this could have been a strategy, at least on his part. I don't think the lawyer would tell him to do this, but him breaking down in court and sobbing, that shows vulnerability. That's generally, the way he did it, attributed to a younger age than an older age. And if they can just solidify that idea in the mind of the jury that, yeah, he's 24 years old, seated in front of you, but he's a kid inside. Maybe they would have some pity, which they're not supposed to. They're supposed to judge it based on the law. But so insanity is not an option for him. I'm starting to think Selena K might be serious about showing up for the zoo 5K. Which zoo is it, Reverend Beasy? First of all, I'm not sure if I ever challenged you to a race, because I know that you are probably the fastest and most enduring runner of the entire group. I challenged Selena because she had a bad knee and needed a knee replacement. That's when I saw opportunity to win, and me with my competitive streak is not going to miss an opportunity to do that. So please check the burner. I will check the burner. Let's see. My kids are, I think, pretending to be elephants in the other room. Oh. A cheetah chase. I know how those end. I've watched enough National Geographic. I'm fine with running where I'm driving myself on, but I don't want to be running away from something, especially if I'm running against faster runners. Man. Some of you got amazing Northern Lights last night. I did not. Was it late? What time did it occur for everybody? Should I have just stayed up another hour and suddenly it would have been blindingly beautiful? Selena K, thank you very much. Might have to find a race that has fewer carnivores that are released at the starting line after all the runners. Let's see. OG Bunny, Nicole Wise. Yes, finally pink. No, my OG doesn't mean original goat, but I am an original goat. Found you during Murdaugh. Best court streamer ever. Thank you. OG Bunny, Nicole Wise. OG. Thank you for 2 years of support. It's amazing. It would not be the same without you here. 2 years. That's wonderful, wonderful. Can't find the pink mug in the shop. Are they out of pink? Thought there was a pink one in there. They're filming Chicago Fire right outside my house, so I made an I Love RA sign and put it in my window. They're going to edit that out in post, I think. That's funny. Crazier Cat. Member for 3 months. New G. Love it. You got a green courthouse by your name. That is wonderful. I like to see that color change. Oh, I have a spam call. Hang on. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Yes, sir. My name is Matthew. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Perfect. The reason of my call is that you already have health insurance, right?
Hello? What was that?
I said you have health insurance, right?
I'm sorry. Why are you sad? Matthew? Hello? You said you're sad I have health insurance? What a mean thing to say. That's just rude. I bet Matthew is still listening right now and just not talking. And he hung up. He gone. I hear kids in the background. Those are my kids. Hang on one sec. All right. I give them an option. I said, can you go, can you be a little quieter or close my door? They did not get quieter, but they did close the door. I can still hear them. Southern Treasure, only red, blue, and black mugs available. This is the best trial watching community on YouTube. Maybe we should make some new mugs, but we'll try. I think I ticked off one of these guys at the scam call center because I told him that the longer I keep him on the phone, the less he can scam other people. And since then, I've been getting maybe 6 or 7 of these calls a day now. So they put me on the call frequently list, probably with a successful scam checklist. Like, we got money from this person before, let's do it again. Make new mouse pads. I need to find a place that will do it. The place that I had before just is not restocking. I mean, they supposedly had like pet jackets, little jackets for your dogs and things like that. We put in orders for, and they've never had material. They just won't make them. I Rescue Dogs member for 33 months. OG. Getting close to a new courthouse caller. Best place to listen to trials. Oh my goodness, 36 months. There's a new caller. What will it be? I don't know. Southern Treasure, you also. OG. 22 months of support. Thank you both. Let's see. My youngest turned 18 yesterday. They're just as loud, just not as fun. This is AC's Wildflower. I cannot get on this list. I cannot get on their do not call list. I would like more variety in the scam calls that we do get, but we just don't have it. I need a pint mug in cream and pale pink, please. You drive a hard bargain. We can check. Is it worth going back to watch? No. They just decided what juror instructions to read to the jurors when the jurors actually do show up at 11. Next color after pink is red. Red, red, red. Hopefully it's red enough that it will show up on the orange background. That'd be good. I know we need a mug with my juror drawings on it. That would be funny. There's not a lot of variety in scammers right now. Yes, my number's on the official do not call list. That did increase the number of calls I got, I think. I think they're using it backwards. Need a stubby mug for espressos. Got a stubby little pencil. Let's put that on there. All right. Let's watch a little bit of other court while we wait for this court to begin. We've got about an hour, so we can do a little bit of court hopping. I don't want to pick up another trial yet. Obviously, we don't like starting new trials when the old one has not finished, because that gets really confusing to jump back and forth for a little bit. Judge Dad is at work today, so let's check in with him.
Good. January 6th is the first day.
That's perfect. Let's do January 6th at 8:30 in the morning. Sorry, Amy. So, again, to be clear, the October 17th show cause, I sentenced her on. That's what I just did. I'm entering a not guilty plea on the October 27th show cause. We're setting that one for hearing the October 27, 25 show cause for January the 6th at 8:30. You owe $135 as a result of the sentence on the October 17 show cause. Can you pay all of that now?
Yeah.
All right, so you pay that now. We'll set you up on the court work program. Is there anything else I've missed and need to cover? All right, let's go. Get your life in order, okay? Good luck. Thanks. Bodenshat. Sean Michael Bodenschatz, 20R511802 A and B. Mr. Bodenschatz, we already had a little bit of a conversation. He hadn't been here in 5 years. But he is in a sobriety court, which is good news. Your name?
Sean Bodenschatz.
We have an R&O and a disorderly. How's he going to proceed for purposes of arraignment? Entering a not guilty plea. Was this up? No, this was up for arraignment and pretrial. Did you pretry this yet?
I did.
I don't see a stip form.
At this point, there's no resolution. We're just going to seek 3 trials in.
Okay. Let me just check one thing.
Judge Middleton is doing arraignments as well. Yeah. We might jump over there.
I use these guys to put remarks on citations. I've been asking them since I was 37. You know that? I don't know what happened. Resisting, obstructing officer and a disorderly person. Was he drunk? Was he not drunk? Was he drinking? Not drinking? What was he doing? I have no clue. Bonds continue to $200. Since you're in a sobriety court, I'm going to go ahead and order it. No alcohol, no illegal drugs, no marijuana. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. We'll give you a new pretrial date. If you need a court-appointed lawyer going forward, we're going to have him fill out a petition for a court-appointed lawyer. Where do you work at, sir?
Okay, Fusion and Sterling Lights.
How much do you make there?
$30 an hour.
And barring something unforeseen, I'm not going to appoint you a lawyer. You're making at least $60,000, right?
Yeah, I'm going to work on a lawyer, but can I get a little extra time on that pretrial? I have other things I'm taking care of. My mom does live with me. I've been financially responsible for her the past 6 years.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I'm going to do this for you. Okay? I'll give you 4 weeks instead of 2. But next time you think about not showing up for 5 years, and if you see my name on the docket, don't come ask me. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Then we'll understand one another going forward.
Not showing up for 5.
Give me 4 weeks out, Lisa. Amy, jeez.
December 11th at 8:30.
December 11th at 8:30. Okay?
Thank you.
You're going to show up, right?
Yes, sir.
Unlike the
Right.
last 5 years. Bonds are continued, $200.
Judge doesn't
Good luck
believe
to
him.
you. We'll see you back here. Go down the hall, get your notice. If you do want to fill out a petition, you can, but I am very likely to grant that to somebody who's making that kind of money, okay? Good luck to you.
60
Michael
grand a
Charles
year.
Welch,
You can afford your own lawyer.
25T645571.
That's pretty generous. Other judges would lock him up, take him in custody immediately. But because it's priority court, I guess.
Do I have Officer McLeod here? Oh, wait a minute. Your name?
Michael Welch.
Do I have Officer McLeod here? But it's not time for this yet, so it's scheduled for 9:45. Is he up? Is he out there, Amy?
I met with the prosecutor at the side.
Who's the department rep?
Anthony Bologna. He dismissed it and I signed it. And he said, come to courtroom.
Let me look her up and see.
It was scheduled for an informal.
Okay. Yeah, what happened? Then did I schedule it for? It was scheduled for an informal on the 6th.
I think little life jackets on each one
I had a
would be good.
witness. They had a medical procedure. They couldn't have.
That's fine. You just shouldn't have gone to the prosecutor.
Life jackets and lawn chairs on your fingernails.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just telling you, there was a mistake made because lawyers cannot be involved in informal hearings. Did we notify the office?
I didn't have a lawyer.
Prosecutor's a lawyer.
Oh.
He can't be involved in an informal. The defense lawyers cannot be involved in informals. So you were given wrong information. The question I'm having is Officer McLeod here? I see it was scheduled for 9:30 today. Is he here, Lisa?
He is not here yet.
Jeez. All right, look, I'm going to give him 2 minutes. Have a seat. I'll be right back with you. If he's not here in a couple minutes, I'm going to recall it. The case is going to be dismissed either way. But I see what the prosecutor wrote down. I see what happened here. So I'll go through that with you again. Kristen Marie Sigler, 25R514324.
Your name?
Your name?
Kristen Sigler, Kristynsigler.
She's done this
Thank you
before.
for the spelling.
She's
all right.
Perfectly at ease.
So you met with the department rep, right?
Yes, sir.
And you are going to plead to impeding traffic, right?
Yes.
All right. To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
What's the fine? 125?
Hang on one second. All right. I'm going to accept your plea. I'm going to dismiss the speeding. Fines costs are $170. You can go down the hall and take care of that. And you're all set. Okay? Have a good day. Thank you.
170. Ouch.
Okay, so now we're going to have to go get Mr. Tackett, John. I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, if I was behind her, that fine is not nearly steep enough. If I was in front of her, it's like, what's the big deal? She was just going slow behind me, leaving me some space. This court makes money. It makes bank. The judge rakes in the cash. I imagine it's very much a positive cash flow situation for the county. But Royal Oaks, not so much. Arts and Beats Festival is just you'd think it would make more money than it does, but it doesn't. Frida B, member for 31 months. OG. Yes, Frida B is an old G.
All right, Mr. Tackett. People against Chase
Wonderful.
Tackett.
Thank you so much.
25R514318A and B. Well, you got a slew of kids here, eh?
Yeah.
Your name?
Chase. Chase Hammond.
So
Brought the whole
you're going to
family.
plead to impeding. They're going to dismiss the expired plate and speeding, right?
Yes, sir.
To that charge of impeding, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Plea is accepted. Speeds dismissed. Expired plates
170.
dismissed. 185 is your total. You can go down the hall and take care of that, and you're all set. Good luck.
I like the
Jones.
matching shirt and shoes. It's a good look.
People against. Caleb Jones. 25R514374. How you doing, Mr. Jones?
I'm doing well, Your Honor.
Your name?
Bill Mouse.
You're going to slow down, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Where are you, a senior?
I'm a student athlete at Medina University. I play baseball.
Yeah?
I was on my way.
Well, how are you going to play baseball if your face is bashed in, huh? Because you're driving too fast. What position you play?
Shortstop, right?
They got other shortstops there, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm just kidding. Slow down, though, okay? Good luck to you. You studying hard?
Yes, I am.
He touched his
Which
nose.
grade? Are you a freshman?
I am a freshman. Okay.
What's your grades like?
I have all A's as far as
All A's?
All A's and this
It's
one
more
speeding
difficult in
ticket.
the future.
What's that?
Could be more difficult in the future.
How many credits?
I'm taking 12 credits right now.
Well, why only 12?
Do 15.
Are you working full time?
No, it's just we have 30 hours for practice.
I get it. I'm just kidding. I played college tennis. I get it.
Really?
To the charging, what's that?
College.
Central, Michigan. Way back. Your parents weren't even probably met by then. I mean, we're going back, way back.
Tennis rackets were wooden back then.
To the latter part of the 70s.
They won last night.
Yeah, I know they did. I watched it. And they beat them pretty bad, too, Buffalo. All right. Impeding traffic. Responsible or not responsible? Slow down, though, please. Speed dismissed 150. Good luck. Maybe I'll see you in the pros someday. You know, I had a couple guys in here that ended up in the pros. You never know. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say anybody's name because I shouldn't be saying that, but I remember one guy telling me, he lives in Michigan, he says, I'm going to go pro in baseball. Oh, sure you are. He ended up doing very, 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 very well. In fact, made the all-star team. Good luck. Have a good day.
Go pay your ticket.
Thanks for coming, Dad. Appreciate it. Maya Nicole Bailey.
Whisk Brand, thank you very much.
Bring in,
you are an OG as well.
Officer
OG.
McLeod's not there, right? Ms. Bailey, why don't you have a seat at the table there? Officer McLeod's not here, right, Lisa?
No, he's not here.
Amy,
No.
come on up here, Mr. Welsh.
Say my name. I am so
Michael
sorry.
Charles Welsh. I keep calling you Lisa. I'm sorry. It's just habit. 25T645571. All right, Mr. Welsh.
Hopefully we can
Your name?
distract you a little bit from that.
Michael Charles Welch,
What do you do for a living?
retired chemist.
Yeah, I mean, most people don't dress up like that.
Well, it's been a while. Show some respect.
Well, I
Looks like
appreciate
a guy
it.
from
It's
Breaking
very
Bad.
nice of you.
I still fit.
You look in great shape. The officer failed to appear, case dismissed. I just want to read what the prosecutor, because I can't take that into account really, but it's good that it got dismissed. It says lane closure was not clear based on photos. Where did this happen at? West and William R. It was just a mess around here with traffic. All right, good enough. Case dismissed. Good luck to you. Have a great day.
Some kind of letter or piece of paper that says it's been dismissed.
He
We can
doesn't
give you a
believe the
copy of
judge.
the register if you want.
Can I have a receipt showing this is
I
done?
don't want to create work for people.
You got
dressed up in a suit and brought your suitcase, your briefcase.
Have somebody print this off for him, will you please?
Get out of jail free card or
Yep,
something.
just have him come to the window.
Yeah, you go down there, they'll give you a copy. Have a good day. Kira Graziano Caravallo.
You need to say
25R514364. Your name, ma'am?
Eric Carvajal.
You want an informal hearing, right? All right, give me a date if you would. This is Rockwood, Officer Ball.
Let's do December 11th
You good with that, ma'am?
at 9:30. Oh, he's got another. How about 9 o'clock?
At 9 o'clock. December 11th at 9
that up to
a.m.
the Supreme
You
Court.
can go down the hall. We'll give you your notice. Any questions? Good luck. Helen Hancock, 25R514377.
Thought he was going to say
This is going to be another informal hearing that we're
Helen
scheduling.
Handbasket.
And this is with Officer Boss, so we might as well do both at the same time.
I played
Your name,
tennis with a
ma'am?
wooden racket.
You
but
want an
just not
informal?
professionally, or even
You got a clean record. Did they offer you anything?
recreationally.
They didn't offer you impeding traffic?
We just like an informal hearing.
Get the prosecutor in here.
Call him, Mercure, will you? Do you want impeding traffic?
Yes.
I was just told that a formal hearing would be the better option. It's my first time, so I don't know a whole lot.
Just get points on your record and everything.
You sound like I'm here.
Judge, you haven't.
Miss Bailey, I'll be right with you, okay?
You still want me to sit here?
Pardon?
You want me to still sit here or go back there?
You're fine right there. Okay.
The judge has a duty to be fair and equitable in his sentencing. And he's just had a string of people come in with similar traffic offenses that were given the opportunity to plead to
How old are you?
a lesser of impeding
You work?
traffic.
I do.
Where do you work?
He can't throw the minimum at her for this
Do it.
charge.
Okay. Lieutenant, how you doing today?
Good, yes, how you doing?
You in a good mood?
Oh, yes, how about you?
Always. Your name?
Yes. Detective Lieutenant Steve Ricker, please.
You're not going to offer impeding?
On the per officer boss request to set up for an informal hearing.
Really?
Nobody's going to play games in here, right?
He called me last night and set the two up. And, the lead for informal hearing also.
Nobody's playing games, though.
The officer just said he needs to schedule for an informal. That's
I mean, I don't even see the point in making her come back unless he's not going to show up. And if he's doing that, that's not right. I don't see the point in making her come back. And I'm certainly going to be disappointed if he comes in here and tells me, Judge, I don't want to give her impeding because she's got a completely clean record. And since we give it to everybody else, that's just not fair. I'll set it for the other hearing date but if you tell me you want impeding right now, I'm going to tell him to go give you impeding. And if he won't do it, I'm going to do it on my own motion. It's up to you.
Yes.
But I mean, seriously.
She doesn't know the difference.
Stuff about, how do I say this? Why is an officer saying to set it for an informal unless somebody's doing something that I'm not going to like and not approve of? You sure can. It doesn't go on your record. It's 0 points.
Biggest hope was just to not have.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm calling them in. I don't want you to have points either. And I don't want people writing tickets and then saying I'm going to set them for informal for whatever reason. I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Are you still willing to give her impeding if I ask you to do that?
It's fine.
Or do you want to come back and hope that he doesn't show up?
Well, like I said, my hope was just not points. So if that's
No, I know. You seem like a very nice kid. That's why I called him in, because the other one I had a thicker record. I didn't know. Denise, can you hand that?
Yes, sir.
And since you're going through all of this, seemed like a very nice young lady. Yeah, I'm gonna, all right, you want to plead to impeding?
Yes.
And you're offering it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now it's legal, even though the judge pushed this.
Please, to the charge impeding, responsible or not responsible. Please accept it 150, and you go down the hall and take care of that, okay? Speed's dismissed. Good luck, young lady. Thank you, Lieutenant. Maya Nicole Bailey. 25G306372B. How you doing?
Why would she not be given
Your name? Charges failure to pay fines and costs is ordered. If you want a lawyer, I'll give you one. You want a lawyer? You sure? Yeah. You don't want one? Okay. The charge is failure to pay fines and costs of $545. That is the charge. That's a technical violation. I don't want to scare you if you plead guilty or if you're found guilty. I'm just have to tell you that the possible penalties are up to 5 days jail. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Did you sign the advice of rights?
Oh, yeah.
Did you read it and understand it?
Yeah.
You plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not gonna have a trial. Do you understand that? You have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I'll give you one. You want a lawyer. To the charge, you failed to pay $545. How do you plead? Did you fail to pay your fines and costs as ordered?
Yeah.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
I told you to pay $25 a week starting August 8th, right? I also told you if you didn't have the money to come talk to me, right?
Yeah.
Why'd
You never came and talked. You never paid anything. You never bothered to call and say, let me speak to the judge. My engine blew up. I'm getting evicted. My heater went out. My air conditioner went. Whatever the case. Why didn't you do this?
I was a single mom, so it's really hard to like.
You know how to use Zoom?
Huh?
Do you know how to use Zoom?
No, not really. I do Zoom for
Where do you live?
probation.
Where do you live?
I live in Brownstown.
You gotta stop this.
I know.
Okay? I mean, the most perplexing thing to me is that I offer this and then people don't take advantage of it. It's like, I bet there's not a judge in this Midwest that goes on every case and says, if you don't have the money, come talk to me. I'll give you an extension. I don't care how many times we have to do it. Maybe they are. Maybe they're all doing it. I don't know. I don't care. But I do it. People don't take advantage of it. And now you're coming in here and you're going to tell me I didn't have the money. And I'm going to say to you, well, what I just said. Why didn't you call? Why didn't you come in? Did you do your anger management program?
No, I was gonna pay.
Did you do your community service?
Yeah.
How come you're taking so long to do everything?
Well, it's just the money situation.
Are you married?
No, I live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you did say single mother. How many kids you got?
I only have one.
Is the father contributing?
He just started to come back around.
What do you mean?
Like, he wasn't around during her like birth or anything.
How long she been? How old is she?
She's a year and a half, 19 months. And he just came back.
What do you want from me? Tell me what you want me to do.
Well, I already plan on paying it, not this Friday, but next Friday.
All of it?
Yeah. I should get a really big paycheck then, because I just got another job, so.
Where?
FedEx.
Can you get me a job where I can have that kind of money? Huh?
Well, I'm taking like the whole paycheck, and I'm just.
I don't need it all now. But you got to get your anger management done. I got you on probation for 6 months. We have a review hearing date, January 22nd. What do you want to do? You want me to give you more time? Or else I can just say, keep you on probation and you pay it all by.
A little more time, I would appreciate it.
You pay $200 by December 1.
Okay.
Balance by January 5th.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I won't assess costs. I'll keep you on probation. If you need more time, what are you going to do? Well, I'm not going to get on the phone with you. You're going to call the court. And you're going to say, I'm going to talk on Zoom to the judge. Figure out how to use Zoom.
Why didn't you call me
If
5
you
times?
can't do that, then come in here on or before any due date, or go on Zoom with me on or before any due date at 8:30 in the morning. Okay?
Yep.
You got it?
Yep.
You're going to get in anger management.
Yes.
Good luck.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
I saw you on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh my God, no.
Don't remind me. Good luck. Charmaine Suzanne Summers. 25F245.
We saw you on YouTube.
Who's your lawyer, ma'am? Who's your lawyer? Yeah.
Baldwin.
Call in Mr. Baldwin, please. Tell him I'm ready. Just wait 1 second. Don't just give me a second, okay?
Don't say anything. Wait for your lawyer. Do love this judge. He does make bank. I mean, he gets business done. People pay fines. He generally lowers if you're apologetic and making any effort. He's going to work with you. He's going to help you out, and he's going to give you time. He's very sympathetic to financial distress and things.
How you doing today, Ms. Summers?
You're not under oath.
There's a lot coming at you. Welcome to life. Yeah, I know. It's like being in outer space and watching meteors coming at us, isn't it?
That's a little more intimidating.
But you're smiling.
Most of us can't relate to the outer space scenario.
Straight, because I was waiting for a senior place to move in.
Let me call the case and we'll talk. People against Charmaine Suzanne Summers, 25F245. 003. Your name, Mr. Baldwin?
Attorney Mike Baldwin, P654117, on behalf of the Summers, Miss King, this three-stage full legal name.
Attorney Suzanne Summers.
Reckless driving, she stands mute, waives formal ratings.
Yes.
You worked this out, she's pleading the careless.
Yes.
What did she do?
Judge, first of all, she, 7 years old, she got a little disoriented.
She doesn't seem 70 years old.
She's sharp. She was a food delivery person. The way that the road system was set up, it appeared part of it was closed and part of it was still open.
Okay.
She was on the open side and then realized she had put herself into a precarious situation. She was disoriented, confused, and it was unintentional. And the police officer.
She drove around the road closed sign and barricade, drove over half the wrong way on a one-way. You got to be careful, okay?
Yes.
To the charge careless, do you plead responsible or not responsible? That's 3 points. Do you understand that? Yes? And the reckless will be dismissed.
Yes.
I'll accept the plea to careless, dismiss the reckless. Are you living in a home now?
Yeah, my son bought a home.
I'm sorry?
My son bought a house and so I could live there.
All right. You were living in your car for 2 years?
Yeah, but I wasn't supposed to tell anybody.
Pardon?
I wasn't supposed to say, tell anybody, if you're not supposed to do that. Yeah.
Do you work?
Well, she does. She's a food delivery person.
Now, no cash.
That's what she was doing.
All right.
And she was following her GPS.
She was doing DoorDash.
I'll cut it down for you a little bit. Let me see something there. Let me just check one thing. All right, she's got a perfect record. I'll tell you what, 170, okay? Can you pay that or you need time?
I get my check on Wednesday.
Can you pay it all then?
Yes, I will.
So I'm going to give you until next Friday. Is that okay? That's November 21. Right? Yes. Yeah. You pay by next Friday.
Yeah.
3
170.
points. 3 points.
Good
on the
luck.
record.
I really wish you well. Thank you.
70 years old.
Rachel Butts.
Living in her car, delivering DoorDash.
25R514310.
Come on. For the record, Your Honor, House Counsel Lieutenant Mike Baldwin on behalf of this bus. Next thing you just please take the full legal name.
Rachel Owenbutt.
Judge, today's date and time set for an arraignment pre-trial and an open house party for purposes of arraignment. My client stands mute, waits full reading of the general information.
Okay, I'll enter a not guilty plea. Then what happened? You got her a good deal.
I did. I got it.
She's going to plead under that and 6 months, right?
Yes, Judge.
Is that what you want to do?
That is a good deal. Say yes.
All these ordinances are different, but I believe that this one calls for up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs for all those. Do you understand that, ma'am? You understand that?
Yes.
And you're not going to jail, but we're going to have a conversation. Did you sign the advance of rights? You look scared to death. Why are you scared?
Things got out of control.
I know.
They got out of control.
I know.
And she's taking responsibility.
I get it. I get it. Just relax. You understand everything I've said?
Yes.
If you do it, just, you look like you're going to cry. I don't want you to cry.
Because we don't offer free tissues.
Good. Good. Okay. If you
Or
plead
Kleenex.
guilty, you're going to be giving up all those rights. I'll place you on probation, set terms and conditions, and if you're compliant, the case will be dismissed in 6 months. Do you
How do you
understand
feel
that?
about that, Cash?
Do you understand all your rights?
Yeah.
To the charge open house party, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Do you live at 22553 Candace in the city of Rockwood, County of Wayne?
Open
Yeah.
house
Were you living
party.
there on October 31? And
Why weren't we invited?
you live with your mom, dad, what?
It's my dad's home, but he comes part-time from the Keys, Florida Keys, back and forth between Rockwood and there.
Does your mom live there?
No, my parents have been separated since I was 4.
So you're pretty much living there by yourself?
My older brother, who's 23, lives there with me.
Did you have an open house party?
Yes.
How old are you?
19.
And you had a bunch of kids there drinking? 50 plus high school kids.
It got out of hand. I didn't mean for all of them to come, but
How many did you mean for them to come?
I only invited about 9 or 10, but everything.
Invited 3 or 4.
Yes, exponents. Plus the alcohol came in after.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what would happen when one of those kids get drunk, drive out of there, and kill somebody?
Or getting a knife fight in the yard.
Have a huge house party.
Well, I didn't say it was your goal, and I didn't say it was your goal to have anybody hurt, but You gotta be careful.
I understand.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
You were completely in control of the house though, right? At that time?
Yes, I was the one in charge of it.
And you invited them there, 9 or 10 of them, who in turn took it upon themselves to invite other people to your house.
I've got a call. Hang on.
Were you drinking?
No.
You didn't drink?
No.
What were you doing?
I was hanging out, making
Hello?
sure that nobody was messing up my stuff. And I did call my brother and my sister to come back for help. But my
Hello?
brother was at the bar with his friends on Halloween, and my sister was 40 minutes away. I didn't
Hello?
think to call the police on my own party, which
Hello?
I probably should have done.
Hi, my name is Brian McKenzie. How are you doing today, sir?
Pretty good.
I got you perfect. Well, actually, the reason of why I call you today, sir, you do have insurance through the marketplace, correct, sir?
Do you have insurance? What did you say?
I said you have insurance through the marketplace.
I'm sorry. Let me turn on my hearing aid. I can't tell the words apart. Just one second. Okay, try it again. I'm using my other ear.
Yeah, do you have insurance through the marketplace?
It's not working. Hang on. It's the battery. Can you hold on? It's the battery. I need to change the battery. Can you hold on for a second?
Listen. Suck my dick and stick your hearing, okay? So then you hear you properly, okay? Son of a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker. Go fuck yourself, nigger.
Hang on. Let's talk for a minute.
I'm not hang on, motherfucker.
Hang up.
Fuck your
Run to your mama. Okay. All right. Sorry about the language. Anyway, we were here. Let's go back there.
Right? What are you studying at Henry for?
Business administration.
Yeah, so you're going to have people working for you probably. You're going to be running.
Was I rude?
Chrysler Corporation.
Was I rude?
Whatever. What's it called?
He gone.
You get my drift.
That's how you know.
You
it's a
understand
scammer.
there could have been severe consequences to it, right?
No legitimate business would do that.
Anything you want to say? I'm a censor.
No, she's a very bright individual. She had already figured it out. When I was talking to her, she already had the right answers.
Where'd you go, Carlson? What was your grade point?
Not very good.
Why not?
My parents, my brother and my father got in an car accident in my sophomore year of high school. And I kind of became a little depressed and stopped really doing stuff my sophomore year. But my junior and senior year, I began to pick it back up, but my GPA was still low from my earlier years. But in middle school, I had to work my own.
What do you have now? What's your grades right now? If I called over there and said, tell me what grades Ms. Butts has midway through the first semester. This is your first semester, right?
Well, it's my second semester, but my first semester I only took 2 classes. But that was over the summer. And I have mostly B's. I might have a C.
You don't want to give C's. You seem like a nice kid. 6 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. I've gotten too soft. I would have been a lot harder on this 20 years ago. You know that? 2 days. 2 days of community service. You complete that by January the 5th, okay? 50 fines, 50 costs, 75 victim's rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 120 in probation fees, 345. This is such a break. I'm going to give you a review hearing date. You just seem like such a nice kid. I can tell you're remorseful. But you got to think. You have to think.
If she invites
right?
you to a house party at the end of this,
you wouldn't expect.
Golden.
If you're having a party. Listen, I was 19 once. I was no angel either. I'm just telling you, when you're having a party, you know people are coming over there to drink, right? Right? Yeah. Don't put yourself in that position. Give me a review hearing date, Amy, and then we're going to talk about time to pay. How about if I just have you pay $50 a week?
She can pay.
I want to pay it all as soon as possible, preferably today.
Okay, if you want to pay today, that's fine.
If one of those considerations under that she'd like to set.
I get it. I'm going to take it under HIDA. So I need a review hearing date like late April.
Yeah, that sounds good.
April
That sounds
28th At 8:30?
April 28th at 8:30.
Perfect.
Study hard. We all have a few things that we go back and you don't want to regret things. Study hard. I should have studied harder when I was in college, to be honest with you. I mean, I did well, but I could have done better. Good luck. Wish you well. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Go down and get your review hearing date and go over to probation. Thank you.
When is her payment due?
She's paying now. I'm sorry.
Pay today?
Yep. Good luck. Who's this with you?
My sister, Amanda.
All right. Keep her on the straight and narrow, Amanda. How old are you?
I'm 24.
All right. So you're 5 years older. Keep her on the straight and narrow. That's what we do for younger siblings.
Ask her if she was at the party.
Have a good day. Good luck, kid.
Stay seated, everybody.
Oh, sorry. I was about to get up.
I get yelled at me, are you?
So that happened.
Certain handful of search warrants. So whatever.
Judge says, "Don't go," and then he leaves. He normally doesn't leave the live stream up like this. They might kill it. So yeah, as I mentioned, I'm getting a lot more spam calls, and I don't know why. And apparently, they're becoming a little more rude. I realized I was pulling his chain a little bit, telling him I had some hearing problems, and I think he took it too far. Took it too far. That was inappropriate. Should he call back? I'll ask to speak to his manager and definitely give him a poor recommendation. Probably only 3 out of 5 stars. So that's... I got on the answers phone list. That's the money list right there. How do these weird things happen to you? The glass door, the candy bandit, now this call. The calls I've been getting for years. I mean, I've been getting these for, what? Almost, holy cow. Almost 15 years? I've been getting these calls since the iPhone 3, whenever that was. So if somebody can, probably Greeners, you probably just check your chart. I think you track that. When did the iPhone 3 come out? I've been getting this, not just this call. I've been getting the calls about Dwayne since then, and shortly thereafter, probably within the first 2 or 3 years, I've been getting some of these other ones. Greener says July 11th, 2008. You remember it's a date like it was yesterday, Greeners. I knew you would. So since 2008, it's been a while. I guess 15 years. Is that? Now do the math. How many years has it been since 2008? So 2025 minus 2008. So 8 minus 25, 16, 17 years. So didn't you find out Dwayne passed? Yes, but the calls don't stop because they didn't find out that he passed. So you have a PhD in communication. I would sign up for your course. I do. I don't have a PhD, but communication is where I have my bachelor's. So I just need to go for the master's and the doctorate, and I'll be there. You actually fake turning up your hearing aid. I find it helps to carry out the action I tell them I'm doing so that I get the timing right. Because if I said, hang on, let me turn on my hearing aid. Okay, go ahead. Then they're like, no. Everyone knows that it takes time to do that. So the action sells the words. Surprised that number hasn't been flagged by now. I have tried. Like when you get somebody reasonable who's willing to just talk with you and break script, I'm like, look, honestly, if you have a PayPal, I will send you $50 if you can get me off this list. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll take you off. Bye. Click, and they hang up. And it's like, they didn't even give me their PayPal. Of course, they're not going to take me off the list. Anyway, rest in peace, Dwayne. Kendra Talbertson for the inappropriate tele-angry guy swear jar, formerly Auntie Candy. Thank you, Auntie Candy. I'm sort of nervous. I don't want to check. I hope it didn't get us demonetized for the day because we're not ready for a break. It must have come after an hour start. We're still good. We're still in the green. That or YouTube hasn't caught it yet, so we're all good there. His scam is not working, so he needs to be a part of the rage counter. Judge Middleton is, or, no, sorry, Judge McNally has left, so we're gonna jump over to Judge Middleton in just a second. See if we can follow him for some of his arraignments if they're still going on. Wait. Who's this? Who is this? You guys know this?
And if for any reason you're not able to meet any obligation, you need to be immediately in contact with Mr. Bauer.
Okay, I understand.
Any other matters to come before the court? Ms. Gillette?
Your Honor, if she misses her appointments with Mr. Bauer, may the state seek a warrant to have her put in custody?
It's almost like she expects that to happen.
Yes. Ms. Johns, that will be the order of the court. If you do not make appointments that are scheduled with Mr. Bauer, or you do not notify Mr. Bauer of some emergency situation, that there will be a warrant issued for your arrest. So you need to take care of this matter in a timely manner.
Yes, sir. I appreciate the time that I am given, but I do understand, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, when I see a court that looks like
anything further, Mr. De Hoyos?
Hollywood
No,
Squares,
Madam
I just
Judge.
get sucked in. You know something's happening
And
in one of
Mr.
the
Bauer.
windows.
Your Honor, the only question I would have is, are you wanting her in person in Greenwood County on her sentencing date?
Is this an I criminal history, tentatively speaking?
Yes, sir. Your Honor, I believe it's an I. If not, it would be a G, but I believe it might be an A. It'd be an H, possibly G, but I think it's an H.
Bless you,
She
Greenwood County.
scored out as a G in her preliminary PSI.
Okay.
What's an H, I, and G?
So
I couldn't remember if there had been a prior or not, but I know there's at least some misdemeanors.
All right, Mr. Bauer, do you wish for Miss Johns to personally be present at the Greenwood County Courthouse on January 8th at 9 a.m.?
Your Honor, it doesn't specifically matter to me. I just know that typically on your sentencings, you request that they be at the courthouse. So I didn't know if you wanted her there or not. That way, if...
Are you going to be there?
I am not sure on that day if I will be in Greenwood or if I will be in Butler. I do Thursdays either in Greenwood or
This
Butler.
is not as exciting as
and
I
I'm
thought
not
it might
sure
be.
which one I will be in.
We're going to bail. We were looking for Judge Middleton. Hang on. Commonwealth of Kentucky. What's happening here?
Your Honor, Miss Gerald was in the specialty court program. She's got a 7.5-year sentence on criminal possession of forged instrument. She absconded.
Forgery.
It was listed as absconder on 9/22 when she missed her
Absconding.
drug test. And then she was arrested in Hickman County, Tennessee, and charged with drug manufacture, delivery, or possession.
That's not good.
That's when we brought her back up here. So we're asking that she be revoked.
You stipulate or you want a hearing?
I believe we'll have a hearing, Your Honor.
Yeah.
But I'll have to get Mr. Graves. So
Will that be today or you want to schedule it for next month?
we can probably get him today.
Okay. Okay, we'll just have her go back and wait and we'll bring her back out. Brian Hunter. Commonwealth versus Brian Hunter.
Yeah, I've been to this court in Kentucky before.
24 CR 0004. You Brian Hunter?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You born in 1992?
Yes, sir.
Last four
That
digits,
was
social
this
security
morning.
number 3209.
Yes, sir.
It's a motion for shock probation. What do we have here?
Yes, sir.
If I could call Mr. Hunter to testify.
Have you read the motion?
I've read it. He's on 3 years possession of a controlled substance. I'm willing to shock, I think he may be wanting to go IOP, but I'm willing to shock him out into drug court if he wants to do that.
You interested in going to drug court?
Back into drug court?
Have you been in drug
You've
court
been
before?
terminated, you've already been in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't go back in, okay?
Well, I'm not a big fan of IOP. I've got so many cases where people have been in IOP and they'll have 10 or 15 absences they'll have before we even know about it. So I'm just not a fan of that right now.
Well, is it against the terms of drug court to let somebody back in,
It
or?
is within 5 years, it is.
Yeah.
So maybe long-term treatment may be an option.
What about,
If he wants to do that,
sober living?
well, that might be an option too. If they want to have him assessed and send me something, I'll be willing to look at it.
Yeah, I heard the Commonwealth's willing to do something with you, so what we do is, let Office of Public Advocacy try to see if
judge
they
is
can
too
find a
slow
placement
for
or
me.
somewhere to agree.
Hang on. He's going too slow for me. It's too early in the morning to go at that speed. Let's see. Judge Simpson, he has a PCC docket. Oh, wow. Jail lockers. Nice. And somebody's couch. With a lamp. And it looks like either a coat or a blanket there as well. What is that drawing on the wall? Everyone on your feet. I'm here, arrived. Bobby Black is back, and he's excited to be here. I don't know why he's doing the rise up sign, but Kusi, that view is not the best view. If you could maybe pick up your phone. I realize people say put your best foot forward, but we should not see your foot or even your shin at this point. It is flannel season. Just checking to see if we have any in court. Not quite. Not clear if we have any flannel in court yet. He gone. Bobby Black has some drawings. I'm trying to see what it is stuck on the file cabinet, or the big tall cabinet next to him. Lots of magnets. I'm an admitted flannel enthusiast. You know what? I like lined flannel. I don't know what it is, but I need like the quilt lining on the inside of the flannel. And then I'd use that in place of a coat. Down to about, I don't know, 30 degrees, I'd say I would go with that. Anything below 30, you've got to go to a proper coat. What does PCC mean? Probable cause conference. I think this is where the state basically says we'll either try to have our witnesses there or we're going to dismiss because we can't go forward. What's the O? I think it was a typo. I think I said POC, but it should be PCC conference. At 30 degrees, I definitely consider pants. Northwest. That's also when I start considering pants as well. And then once we get down to about 20, I start actually looking in the drawer to see if I have any. Will people have our witnesses? We'll do our best, Your Honor. That's what we expect to hear. Lots of people in court for Judge Simpson. We've only got about 36 minutes before we're going to be jumping back to our trial, the Adopt a Murderer trial. That starts at 11 today. It's a late start. We've already had the jury instructions, the jury charge conference hashed out for the most part, so we got that taken care of. And we do expect it to be a short day today as well, with 2, possibly 3 witnesses, and that includes the defense. Pre-trial. Love that. I think the spammer called RA a POC. I think it was saying POS, but I don't remember what he said. Probably for good reason. There are lots of bad words in there. Apologize for his potty mouth. Today's the anniversary of the Idaho 4. Yes, it is. Saw a lot of that on Twitter. So I'll forget what he said. He's going to call back. By the way, somebody said that the pink cup is not available. The objection grounds, what is it? Now I don't know what the mug says. Objection grounds, overruled grounds. That mug, it just sold in pink, so I know it's available. And it shows that 10 people currently have that mug in their carts that they're looking at. I don't know where you can find a mug this quality and at this price. $12.67. It does show it has $7.99 shipping on there. I can't change that, unfortunately. I don't get to set that up. But that's a good deal for a good size, great mug. So, and it's not entirely on me, but part of it's on me. As I explained earlier, I'm bad at business. I set up the mug to be as cheap as possible, because not quality wise, but on the price, because I don't believe in gouging people on merchandise. I think if people should want some merchandise, that's an honor to me that they're representing my channel, and so I made it very inexpensive. And it turns out I did the math wrong, so $1 or so of the cost of the mug comes out of my pocket, but that's good anyway. Any update on the sweatshirts? They have said that they are working as hard as they can to fill all those orders, but they cannot give me any dates, and they ask anyone who has any concerns to contact them directly, and when you do, they say it's in production. We can't tell you when. I've tried to take this to YouTube. I've tried to run this every way I possibly can. I just don't know how to fix that. We're hoping that the orders just get filled. We've heard that they're slowly arriving, and it took several weeks. In some cases, a couple weeks more than was even expected. So, Big Sky DMC member for 32 months, 32 and counting. Whoa. Fighter jet just buzzed my house, which is cool. Probably out of Cherry Point, I'm guessing. 32 months and counting with the best chat members and mods in the business. Ari and the funny faces he makes when caught off guard make my day. I have no filter when it comes to my facial expressions. Big Sky DMC, thank you. OG, 32 months. Great friend of the channel, great support. Amazon would not let me set merch with zero profit. This is through eBay, who could care less if I lose money on it, apparently. I need a Top Mark Media Court appropriate top. Oh, like one with the logo? I have to be careful with that one. I don't think I can put it up for sale. I mean, anyone would be able to make one, but yeah, I heard it too. It was like shaking our windows. There was no afterwards, so I'm okay. Go close to Moffett Field. We see some huge jets and huge airplanes now and then. See some jets and airplanes. All right. Where is the judge? Mr. Cousy has his pen and paper ready. He's got his flannel. Bobby Black was a little disappointed that his grand entrance was not witnessed by the judge. Court is filling up. And from the way people are putting their coats on in the courtroom, it might be a little chilly up there. Prosecution's here. We've got a full slate of defense attorneys, both court-appointed and retained. Court staff's present. Mr. Cousy decided to switch to portrait mode. Looks good. Bobby Black must be in the break room. Wait. Is that a safe? Is that a safe in the bottom right-hand corner of his window? Like there looks like there's a knife or a tool handle on the table, but just above that, is a keypad for a safe? He must be in the office. You don't put the safe in the break room. Am I just blind? Is that something else? I thought the IT cabinet, possibly. Have to charge my phone before the next prank call. Worst hidden safe spot ever. Okay, Mr. Kusi has somehow made the picture even less appealing to look at. Mendy Lou, member for 30 months, says, Ari, we had our first grandbaby yesterday. That is awesome. Theodore, he's beautiful. Can't wait for you to experience your first meeting with your grandbaby. Amazing. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations. Now, do you have a preference as what the grandbaby will call you when they're old enough to do so? If you haven't thought of that already, congratulations. That is really cool. I am so looking forward to this. Kusi is posing for an Instagram picture, low angle, laid back. It could be worse. It could be like the teenage girl, half an eye at an angle in the picture, and everything else is just like wall around them. You know how that works. So you just see like this portion of them at this angle. At least his pants are on, which we can't say for all the cops in Chicago, as we saw the other day. I'm Yaya to my grandbabies. Or on a toilet. We saw that as well. We've seen it all. A couple people left their lockers unlocked. It's okay. They're on camera and they're in court. So if something gets stolen now. Oh, never mind. They're master locks. Security-wise, it's about equivalent to sticking a pencil in the hole and hoping it secures it. You look at those sideways and they open. So... Master Lock, not a sponsor, just for the record. How did I miss the toilet person? Lucky, I guess, just sheer luck. Mr. Black does have pants on. We saw him walk in doing the raise the roof sign.
Maybe seated.
Bobby Black didn't stand up.
Anjanae Wright. Court calls the case of People versus Anjanae Wright.
Morning, Your Honor. People.
Ajane, right?
Oh, she's on the phone.
Morning, Your Honor.
This
What talks about Ajane, right?
Not signed. Where is Miss Wright?
They're dying, and she's very soft.
Miss Wright, are you there?
You got Miss Baker.
Ajane, right?
Okay, thank you.
She's
All right,
just
what
on
are
the
we
phone.
doing on this?
Your Honor, we would like to set this for a preliminary exam, but we are also interested in stipulating to Ms. Wright appearing by Zoom because she's in Minnesota, rather than having her writ here in person.
Where is she now?
Minnesota.
Pardon?
Minnesota.
And Your Honor, people have no objection to that, and the court would allow it.
I will set the exam, but you're going to have to speak with the judge it's assigned to as to whether or not the judge is going to permit that. I don't see why they would not.
Linda Baker. I see she has an air fryer, a microwave, and a coffee pot behind her.
All your discoveries complete.
To my knowledge.
Would the people have their witnesses available the 25th?
Your Honor, just given with the federal shutdown, she's in federal custody. Could we get a little?
That's over.
I know, but I'm just for another thing.
No, I guess it isn't. I guess it isn't. Never mind. My bad.
If we could just get maybe another week or two in addition to that, just for that transportation rate, in case transportation is necessary, if we do need to bring it here in person.
Got it.
And a refrigerator, too.
Why don't I do it this way? Preliminary examination. I'm going to mark it in person for December 16th, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Fresh Hour. And so you would have to contact Judge Freshour's chambers regarding appearance of her by Zoom, if that's what you intend to do.
Understood.
All right? Thank you.
Thank you.
Bond, continue. Did you get the signature? Oh, I don't need it because I said it for today. Court does call the case People versus Darius Embry.
David I. Goldstein appearing on behalf of the defendant.
Your name?
Darius Embry.
All right, what are we doing?
Sitting for an exam, Your Honor.
Discovery is complete.
It is, Your Honor.
People have their witnesses available the 25th.
Your Honor, I'm going to be gone the next 2 weeks for the holiday.
What holiday?
The first Tuesday that I'd be available would be the 9th.
Oh, for Thanksgiving?
So, I mean, okay.
I could Zoom, Judge. I've done that.
No, right? That's not
going to
happen. Be me. All right. December 9th. Preliminary examination in person without objection. December 9th, 2025, 9 a.m. That's before Judge
Washington.
Judge Washington.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond continued.
Okay.
Court calls the case of the People versus William Riddle.
Morning, Your Honor. J. Grant Miller on behalf of Mr. Riddle, who approaches. Please state your name.
William Michael Riddle.
Your Honor, we're requesting an adjournment because, like so many others, we have no discovery in the case.
Oh.
Probable cause.
Throws a little
December
shade.
11th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
We have no discovery.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We had one of your other cases. Was it Robinson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court recalls the case People versus Jaleesa Robinson.
Good morning, Your Honor. J. Grant Miller on behalf of Ms. Robinson, who appears via Zoom.
There she
Robinson.
is.
Oh, there she is. State your name, please.
You're muted.
Nita.
Jaleesa Robinson.
Thank you.
Yes, it starts in
requesting an adjournment
20
on this.
minutes.
Yes, Your Honor. I understand. I think Ms. Robinson's been before the court a bunch of times, but I was just appointed on this, so I don't have the discovery yet to talk to her about the case.
Got it.
So quick adjournment if we want to put that up.
Cause conference, December 11th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Bond
Thank you,
will
Ms. Robinson,
continue.
for your patience. Court does call the case People versus Bobby Tennyson.
Bobby's like, it's me. No, we got Bobby Black instead. You got all excited.
David I. Goldstein appearing on behalf of the defendant.
Your name, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. Bobby Tennyson.
All right, take your hands out of your phone. He gets upset. All right. You're requesting an adjournment on this. This is a discovery issue.
Yes, Your Honor. It's not quite the same as some of the others. I did get 197 pages of discovery like yesterday, the day before. And there's a bunch of videos that I just got that I'm having trouble downloading, but that may be me, not the system.
Oh, I'm sure it is. All right. Okay. All right.
I'm looking for December 11th, if that's okay with the court.
All right. December 11th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
2025, 9 a.m. Bond continues. Court calls case People versus Adonis Sweat.
I think the judge calls the people in the courtroom first and the Zoom people last. He likes people to show up.
I thought I saw her. Somebody go out to get her.
Mr. Evans went to go get her, Your Honor.
Who's this guy?
Mr. Evans went to get. Sorry.
I know, but they're arguing. Miss Barnwell?
It's the lawyer.
I'm with the investigator.
Court calls case, recall case of Donna Sweat.
For the people and.
You're gonna jump to the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Wendy Burnwell, P42505, on behalf of Mr. Adonis Sweat.
Donna Sweat. Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, Mr. Sweat is the co-defendant of Mr. Devontae Owens, where the court just set a motion hearing for December the 18th at 3 p.m. We filed a motion to review. I believe, I don't know what the plan is for Mr. Sweat, but I wanted to first have that context.
All right. So that is set out to the 18th. Is there a similar motion that's going to be?
Not as to, oh, sorry. Not as to that, Judge.
Okay. So what do you want to do? I can adjourn his to that date. I can.
That would be the request of people.
I thought that we were gonna get an exam date at some point, but it looks as though I misplaced my phone. Which has my calendar on.
Oh, I see. Okay. You should get like Miller and get a watch that has it. So what would you like me to do on this? I can put it over to the 18th because we're looking to likely have them tried together, but I mean, I can give you an exam. Well, I hate setting an exam date even after that 18th date because I'm not sure what the full context of that motion is.
We can put it over to them, Judge.
To the 18th? All right.
We're there since 9 o'clock.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned to December 18th, 2025. I set that at what?
3 p.m.
At 3 p.m. I set that in the afternoon.
When I get paid. Another time they paid me.
Miss,
Okay. Gotta have money to.
I set that in the afternoon at
Yes,
3.
at 3. Thank you.
Bond will continue. Thank you.
Thumbs up.
Court calls the case, People versus Taylor Buyer.
Yes, Your Honor. Brandon Bird on behalf of Taylor Buyer. Mr. Buyer, can you please state
We've
your
seen
full
him
name
before.
for the record?
Taylor Buyer. Thank you. You're requesting an adjournment on.
Please, Your Honor.
Thought we saw him once before.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned December 18th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Court calls the case, People versus Devontae Gambos. I'm sorry, I did not look to see it.
Mary Rubio on behalf of Mr. Gamble. I'm standing in for his attorney of record, David Burgess, with his consent. Is that correct, sir?
Yes,
Could you please state your name?
Devontae Gambles.
Thank you. What are we doing?
Today is the PCC and we are requesting an exam date.
That's an exam or during PCC?
I think Mr. Burgess told me to set it for exam. Are you?
That's not what we discussed.
Oh, I'm sorry. If that's not the case, then
That's not what you and I discussed. But if that's what he wants, it's fine.
I'm sorry. I thought.
I don't know. I need to hear this whole conversation. What
No,
do
you
wanna
do
do?
not. I'm sorry.
Set it for exam.
He just told me to set it. I apologize. I thought that's what. But anyway, yeah, he said to
set it for an exam.
That is what he said.
All right. Discovery is complete. To
Yes.
the best of your knowledge. And would people have their witnesses available the 25th? Preliminary examination in person, November 25th, 2025.
What? And I'm sorry. Is that at 9 a.m.?
9 a.m. with Judge Freshour.
Okay.
But
I'm sorry, Your Honor,
will continue.
I've spoken to Mr. Gambles and he has asked me
To address bond.
He's indicated that he is having an addiction issue and he asked if he could be transferred to a treatment facility.
I would, if he wishes release to treatment, if that standard order, which would include a tether, is provided to the court, I don't have an issue signing off unless there's an objection to that.
There would be an objection, Your Honor.
Pardon?
There would be an objection to this matter.
On what grounds?
He's charged with armed robbery. He is one of the leaders in this. This was a premeditated home invasion, armed robbery with a firearm.
Whoa!
He was on probation for a gun offense at the time. I think we make up for that. He has a history.
Counsel, if you really want that, raise it as a motion before Judge Freshour to be heard on the date of the 25th.
Okay, I will make a note of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
He's the leader of a gang doing premeditated home invasion robberies.
Court calls the case People versus Tanisha Aiken.
Let's be careful with that one.
People.
On behalf of Ms. Akins, who should be on Zoom. Ms. Akins, can you please unmute, turn on your camera, and say your name for the record?
That's not Miss Akins. Okay, there she is.
Why you can't do stupid shit?
State your name.
Tanisha Akins, who should be on Zoom.
Tanisha Akins.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we had adjourned this case last time to give Ms. Akins time to make.
Counsel approach, please.
Remember what I told you about people showing just this part of their face? It's happening again. I wonder what the judge's concern is right here. Depending on the charge, I wonder if he's concerned with the guy who was there at the beginning. And what he said. He's not having it, whatever it is. Is this just so you don't, like, no one recognizes you? That's why you do this shot? Is that the purpose? Mr. Kusi is playing Candy Crush, and he's killing it. At least the judge is still in a good mood. He's smiling a lot, so. If I were the judge, I would I'd be a little more strict on how people appear. Blackbird Rest, I'm literally watching court right now, and we have the audio turned on. As soon as they start, we will hear it. It's right here. So we are waiting for the other trial to start. They have a late start today and a short day as well, with only just a couple of witnesses. So. Yeah, y'all lip readers are letting us down. We need you right now. Come through on us. Yes, the first man said something about you can't do stupid shift, I think he said. You can't do stupid shift. Not sure what he meant by that. Twin-tail fox will try to oblige. I think that's about when the state's going to rest. About 2 hours and 10 minutes. Let's see, the judge that had where Elizabeth was smoking in court. Was that in Thurston County? It's the new judge, right? Up in Thurston County? I think it was him. It's the most common accidental swear in emails at work when talking about shifts. Blackbird S, I agree. I get it all the time when I'm trying to talk to somebody about shifting. My phone auto-corrects. It's like, you meant this. I'm like, no, I did not. I clearly meant shift. But, yeah, we do need his name. Jacob Stillman. Thank you very much, Red Pen. Judge Stillman. I think that was the one. Thurston County Courts. LaBelle. Another job interview. Just cross your fingers, everyone, in person tomorrow. Hope they like me. I hope they do as well. I hope they pay you just gobs of money to do something you love. That's what I wish everyone gets their job to be. I have been blessed, just truly blessed to get that, and it's wonderful. I love my job. Why does my phone always say ducking when I have never used the word ducking? Thank you very much. Is it Risa Kane? Did I say that right? Thank you. Appreciate it. Twin-tail fox, I saw the order come through. 2 pink bugs have sold today. So I hope you love it. If you have any problems, let me know. This sidebar's taking forever. About 7 more minutes. We expect to jump back to court right here, waiting for the adopt a murderer trial to continue, and actually continue and finish, where the state and the defense will probably rest today. Not sure if we're going to get closing arguments today or if the jury instructions will come tomorrow. I think the plan right now is jury instructions Friday morning and then deliberation, but we'll see. All right, you have a job. Loosely. Oh, looks like something's happened. We might be ready. We might never get the rest of the case from Judge Middleton. Our defendants walked in. All right, wearing a white shirt today. I only see one mug on the merch link. Are the 2 different merch sites? The mug is sold through eBay. I think there's a link to the merch site to the mug, and then you can select the color of 3 or 4 different colors, pink being one of them. No matching shirts today. That was by design. The 2 were being confused when he was identifying the witness or the defendant. But the witness was identifying the defendant. This kid is 24. Yes. Does not look it. I know. It surprised most of us. Doesn't fit the shirt. Doesn't fit the shirt because he is wearing clothing from the jailhouse closet. They have a closet full of clothes. Some of them were donated. Some were purchased probably from a thrift shop. But you get to basically shop for your drip. And get done up in the clothes that they have. They only have so many options. So basically, if it fits, you're wearing it. You wear whatever they have. Yeah. AC's Wildflower. This is an incredibly mean trick to play, but as we get really close to the defense attorney, if you have access to somebody's phone, and it's an iPhone, I only know how on the iPhone. I'm sure you could do it on Android. You can go into the settings and basically set up a feature so that there's a shortcut. So you say, when I type this word, input this saying. So when you say like love you, you could change love you to like when you type that into the text, your phone will automatically correct and recognize that in fact you wanted to say don't ever come near me again. I hate the way you smell. And so every time you say love you, it will put that instead. So you hit send, and it does that. You can obviously fill in the blank on what you want it to say. It's a really mean trick to do. I suggest if you do this, do it with somebody who does not A, own guns, or B, have a record of going off the handle and getting vengeance. Because it can really wreak havoc with their lives. All modern phones have that feature. Yeah, you just need access to somebody's phone, and you can really do some mean tricks. Because, say for instance, you replaced "love you" to "f you." Then when you're trying to fix it, you look back and you're like, "I did not say that," and you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I meant to say," and then it says it again. Because it keeps auto-correcting. So there's no way you can, you can try to put it in all caps. It still flips it back to the other word. To everyone, you say that to. Now should be meow in everyone's phones. I believe we still have Pickles Not Politics shirts available. I'm sorry, the navigation on the whole merch thing through YouTube is not the easiest to do. It is there, but you have to sort of hunt around and find it. It does change it to everyone you type that phrase to. Yes, so if you use a common phrase that you might send to your boss, they might send to their boss as well as to their children. Everyone will get it. I'd hate to have somebody lose their job over a prank, so be careful. With much power comes much responsibility. You can do that on PC too in the document editors. You can do more subtle mean things by adding incorrectly spelled words to the acceptable spelling list on spell check. So if somebody spells a word wrong a lot, you can just tell spell check that that's actually the right way to spell it and to accept it when it sees it and not correct it. And yeah, technology is not your friend if you don't know how to fix these problems. That's why you lock your devices before you walk away, folks, for sure. All right. Had to tell spell check how to spell my daughter's name. That's what it's used for. Unique spellings of names. Say if you have somebody named Tanya you're texting to, and spell check wants to spell it Tonyja, and you're like, no, it's Tanja. That's where you would set that up. All right, people are standing, which means either the judge or the jury is coming in. We are about to start, and it's right on time. I show 10:59. 11 o'clock was the start time the judge said we'd have, so it looks like he is prompt. Oh, right on the button. Walks through the door. He'll be seated at 11. Get a good one last peek at the seal. Here we go. Wait for the audio. We'll do whatever we need to correct it. Not sure if we're waiting for the jury or not. This cameraman, previous proceedings, left the audio, or the audio guy left the audio off until the jury came in the room. So it's possible they're just doing their formalities and their pleasantries, getting everything, calling the case, getting them on the record for the day right now. But we'll see. This does look. No, it's off. Oh my goodness. It's off, Legally Blonde. Look, if you look at the bottom right here, that star and this star, that's what needs to match, right? The two stars need to be on the same level. This one's way up here, the other one's way down there. We need to just do just a little bit. And we're talking 3 degrees. The palm tree should be leaning the other direction. It is crooked. Yeah, I know, but you brought it to my attention, and now it bugs me. It didn't before. That's why I was a little sharp with you, Legally Blonde. Now I'm frustrated looking at the seal. I was having a good day up until now. Oh man, they took the defendant out. Ooh, no, I can't unsee it. If this was all the crap we saw, then that would be okay. He looked sick. Ooh. If he takes a stand, this could be bad. Oh, he got tagged in the longest tweet I've ever seen. Hold please while you research something on Twitter. Gidge, may I ask a small favor? Depends what you can ask, Gidge. You can ask, but it depends on the favor. I don't commit anymore. I've been burned too many times. But do feel free to ask, and I'll see if there's a chance. Amy, thanks for buying the mug. Another pink mug. Let's see. Oh, Gidge. That you can ask anytime. Oh, my goodness. My hub was just diagnosed with colon cancer. Gidge, hopefully, here's my hope. Hope they catch it early. This is a very treatable one. Hope everything goes well. But yes, thoughts and prayers for Gidge's husband, who just got the bad news with a big C. That's never fun. But just know you are not alone. So many of us, either in our immediate families or personally, have walked that path. We're walking it right now, and you've got support here for sure. They're asking for his first name. If you're willing to share it, that would be great. Formerly known as Roro. Okay, Roro. Gidge did look new, but YouTube did that. Roro, if you're willing to share the name, that's great. If not, we understand. A lot of people like to be very private online, and I do not fault them for that. His name is Dave. Thank you, Gidge. And thank you all for the kind words and support for her. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 people have bought the pink coffee mug today. I think that's a record for the mugs. That's awesome. That's exciting. Maybe I should get you a new mug since we only made that one for the very first court case we were shared together. You're going to go broke. I'm fine. I'd rather you get a good deal on a great mug. Don't worry about that. It's like me giving out mugs, but it only costs me $1 because you're bearing the load of this, so it's fine. It tastes better in the pink mug. They're awesome. The thing I loved about it, I love the size. I like the handle because I don't like the mugs where you can fit like 2 fingers in and balance. I like the mug. Like if you want to warm your hands and stick them all the way in and just wrap around the mug, you can. It's just, and I like the colors. It's fun. Want a red mug? The red mugs are available. I think you have to change. Let's see. I might have to click on that to find it. But I think there's red, black, pink. Is there another color? I don't remember. Blue, red, black, pink, and blue are what we have. All right. We might anytime, Gidge, and thank you. I was sort of joking about your request, but if anyone does have that sort of thing, this is an amazing community, amazing support. If something's traumatic is going on in your life, there's a good chance that somebody in this community has either experienced that themselves or is going through that or something very similar. So you're probably going to find a lot of support here for that. All right, still waiting for court to start. The defendant showed up and then we're told he left court. That's what I was researching right now on Twitter. Mr. Tower feeling a little under the weather. This may actually, depending on how sick he is, it might delay the trial. Let's see. People were saying he might be sick. The defendant, Mr. Tower. He was going out as the judge was coming in. Right, we might, since we're sort of in a holding pattern, jump back down to Judge Cedric's courtroom while we wait for this.
And to have a PR to Ozone with the GPS so he can continue.
Your Honor, I understand he wasn't a PR bond in the circuit court case. It is unusual, but I am going to be objecting to a PR bond here. In this case, this is an assault case. He has two other pending assault cases. He has one in 15th District for an aggravated assault, and then there's the circuit court bench trial in January, which is an assault, great bodily harm by strangulation, as well as domestic violence third.
Who is that case before?
Judge Conlon.
Okay.
In addition to that, I do see a pretty significant and concerning history going back to 2020, including concealing carry of weapons, felonious assault, possession of controlled substances. Obviously, he has at least two prior domestic violences. Domestic violence third. He has a prior fleeing and eluding, resisting and obstructing. I believe he was actually on warrant status at the commission of this offense. And so I'm just concerned with the release of treatment about his ability to remain a safe member of the community, as well as ability to show back at the court.
Isn't that the same concerns that the circuit court would have had?
Maybe I wasn't present for the hearing. I don't know what was put on the record. I don't know if that court had additional information that led it to grant a PR bond. Based on what I'm seeing here, I disagree with that decision. I understand it was made.
I'm sure Judge Conlon cares. Go ahead.
That's my position. I would have released a treatment and change in bond at this time.
But okay.
And I did speak with brother counsel who's handling the circuit court case yesterday in Judge Conlon's courtroom, who indicated that the court did see fit to grant him the personal bond with the conditions of the GPS tether. They actually didn't even require him to go to Ozone under that bond, but he does have a bed available for him at Ozone, and I understand this court's concerns about some of the behaviors in this incident, so that's why we're requesting the GPS to the Ozone. They have a bed for him, and he's already been trying to get in touch with everybody to make sure he stays on a treatment plan if he is released, Your Honor.
In this instance, probable cause conference, I'm going to adjourn. You said that trial is set for January
9.
I'll adjourn this probable cause conference to January 15th, 2026, 9 a.m. I really hate to go out that far, but what I will do, however, is I'm going to grant the motion to modify the defendant's bond. I'm going to release him on a personal recognizance bond with a GPS tether. However, the one distinction between what may be is done in circuit court, he is required to go to Ozone House for treatment.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Court calls case People versus Spencer Norton. 2 cases.
Morning, Your Honor. Edward Dukes on behalf of Spencer Norton.
There's Ms. Bashir.
Hi.
Hi.
Ashley Bashir on behalf of Spencer Norton in the matter ending in
Your
17.
intern. He said he had no idea where you were. And that he almost made you sound like a fugitive. It was horrible. I defended you though.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate that. But yeah, that was my fault.
Mr. Norton does not want to come up.
Well, we were going to ask for an adjournment, so it's okay if he doesn't go up.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
There.
All right. I'll grant your request for an adjournment. How much time did you?
2 to 3 weeks. We're trying to reach a global.
Okay, gotcha.
It could be 4.
It can. Oh, gotcha. Thank you. Probable cause December 18th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued in this matter.
So the court is starting
Thank you.
late.
Have a great day.
We believe that Mr. Tower, the defendant, is not well.
Court does call the cases of the People versus D'Angelo Armstead.
I think we missed
What
one.
are you put people? Right in.
If anyone has any leads on what's happening in court, if they've got any
Warren
court
Brown,
watches or
Deputy.
anything, let me know.
Defender appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Armstead. Mr. Armstead, please state your name for the record.
D'Angelo Armstead.
Thank you. Your Honor, today is the date and time set for probable cause conference. My client will be waiving his right to preliminary examination and he is signing the.
In both cases.
Yes.
All right.
And understands that he does have the right to have a preliminary examination. I've talked to him about this case. He is Chief of Trainee Act eligible. We do not believe that the prosecution objecting to that. So we are waiting over the circuit court. There's no agreement in place at this time.
Or is that correct? You're waiving your right to have a preliminary examination?
Yes.
You understand that that is a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses alleged were committed and that you committed them.
Yes.
You understand that you'll not have that hearing. You'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution of these cases.
Yes.
People also waive their right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court on all 10 counts, 5 counts in each case. So,
Thank you. We acknowledge receiving information, waive its reading on the record.
your client stands mute at this time.
Yes.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea as to all counts. Pretrial in these matters will be set for December 3rd, 2025, 1:30 before Judge Conlon.
May we address the issue of bond?
You may.
Thank you. Your Honor, this is about trust. We understand that in the past, other defendants have violated the court's trust, promised to return, and they never did. We can understand the court feels a little some way about that. However, in Mr. Armstead's case, these cases are somewhat aged. They're old. And he was a different person. He is now working. He has a home in the area. And having matured, he understands the necessity to building the court's trust and regaining the court's trust. And that's what he's here to do. He's going to regain the court's trust if the court will allow him to be released on a tether.
Response from the people.
Part of the reason why these cases are so old is because the defendant failed to appear for 2 years of bench status.
Ouch.
Found in the same.
Ouch. Zing.
It was over 2 years. It's like 2.5 years. Really 2 years, 8 months. Motion for bond reduction is denied. I'm going to keep the bond where it is. I understand that he may have matured, but let's get these cases moving forward. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, smoker in court. iPhone. He's got the vape going.
I think they need to sign. Court does call the case of the people versus LaShawn Charles.
Kenneth Overwater, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney for the People.
Attorney Carol, requesting permission to practice under Michigan Court Rule 8.120 under the supervision of Attorney Stephanie Cannon on behalf of Ms. Charles.
We haven't seen you in a while.
I don't know, I haven't been on PCCs this semester, but it's good to see you, Your Honor.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Sorry you're still with Cannon. Permission to practice is granted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Before we request an adjournment, may we approach?
What does the iPhone guy have on his neck?
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
He's showing us a video on his phone that I'm not sure I want to see. I think whatever is on his neck says DeWalt. It's a tool something. I think we're in his shop or a garage possibly. What are you going to show us?
I'm cold inside. I don't know if you thought it was warm.
He's trying to get LaShawn Charles's. Hang on, we've got court coming. Now I'm torn because now we're waiting for the defendant to be brought back in over here. But I want to see what's up on this guy's phone too.
All right, record show. We've had a bench conference in this case. probable cause conference in this matter will be adjourned to, what is my latest PCC? December.
December 30th.
He's trying
I'll
to
adjourn this
film
to December
himself.
30th,
Thank you, Your Honor.
2025-90. Bond continue.
Thank
He's
you.
trying to film
Thank
the
you.
court
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
to show
Court does
somebody
call the
that
case,
he's
People versus Mary Barney.
in court right now.
Public Defender Chelsea Virgils with and on behalf of Mary Barney. Ms. Barney, please state your name. Mary Barney?
All right. And you're requesting an adjournment?
Yes, we're awaiting discovery.
Same, man.
Watching the live.
All right. Probable
Okay,
cause
there we
conference
go.
will be.
We got to jump. Defendant just got brought out again.
Welcome back, everybody.
Here we go.
We have the defendant, Mr. Tower, prosecutors, defense attorney, are both sides ready to proceed?
Yes, we are.
Yes, Your Honor. And I think we have the state, your FDLE expert. After this witness, we're going to adjourn for lunch. We'll come back afterwards with Dr. Vega. Is that right?
That's right, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, let's bring the jurors in.
Yes, Your Honor.
Defendant doesn't look well. His nose is red. I'm not sure if he just broke down or what. Emily Jane. Sucks that your flight was canceled, but rebook and upgrade to first class. Not bad. Take it. Take it. Make sure you order the good meal while you're there.
All rise. Jurors enter.
Get one witness before lunch.
All right, everybody may be seated. Welcome back, members of the jury. I hope you had a nice evening. The witness arrived, so we're ready to proceed. All right, State, please call your next witness.
State calls Charlene Webster. All right, everybody stand right here, face the clerk, raise your right hand.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do. Okay. Well, you will bring that up that way.
Morning. State, when you're ready, you may proceed.
Thank you.
Hello, Miss Webster. Hello.
Whoa.
Will you please tell us your full name and spell your last name? Yes, my name is Charlene Webster. Last name is spelled Webster. How are you employed, Miss Webster? I am a senior crime laboratory analyst with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement at the Tampa Bay Regional Operations Center in the biology section.
I like the
How long
braids
have
and
you worked for
curls.
the Florida Department of Law Enforcement?
I've never
Since
seen that
December
before.
of 2009. Will you tell the members of the jury about your formal education, please? I have a Bachelor of Arts in Anthropology and a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry from the University of Miami. I also hold a Master of Science in Pharmacy with a concentration in Forensic DNA and Serology from the University of Florida. Thank you.
Will you also tell us a little bit about the duties and responsibilities of a senior crime lab analyst?
Yes, as an analyst, I examine items of evidence for the presence of body fluids such as blood, semen, or saliva. I also examine them for any skin cells that may be present from items that may have been handled, touched, or worn. I will take samplings of those items of evidence to try to develop a DNA profile that I can then compare to the DNA profiles of known individuals that are believed to be involved in the case. I will put a statistical weight if I'm able to do that and produce a report.
What is DNA?
DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. It is the genetic blueprint for life, and it makes us who we are.
You get half from your mom and half
your
from your
DNA
dad.
profile is unique, except in the case of identical twins. You inherit half of your DNA from your biological mother and the other half from your biological father. Your DNA is found all throughout your body, so except for mature red blood cells, and your DNA doesn't change over your life. So the DNA I would find in your hair would be the same DNA I would expect to find in your blood.
What method of DNA analysis do you use up at the Florida Department of Law Enforcement's office in Tampa?
We use STR testing, which stands for short tandem repeats. And STRs are just small segments that are found throughout the DNA. The number of times those repeating segments are observed varies from individuals. And as I mentioned earlier, since you get half from your mother and half from your father, the number of repeats you get from each person would vary. That process is done in 4 steps. So what I'm going to try to do in the first step is I'm going to take that sample of the evidence and I'm going to place it in a tube. I'm going to add some liquid and some heat, and the purpose of that is just to try to break open those cells so they can release the DNA so I can see what's available to me. The second step is then now to make many copies of the 21 locations on the DNA strand that I'm actually looking at. And I'm trying to make those copies so that way I can get a better idea of the DNA profile. The third step is now, the second step I misspoke was determining how much DNA I actually have present. Once I open up those cells, how much DNA is available to me. The third step is making millions of copies of the 21 locations on the DNA strand that I'm looking at. And then the last step is just separating those copied DNA by size. So that way I end up with peaks on a graph, much like an EKG. And those peaks are your DNA profile for each of the 21 areas of the DNA I'm looking at.
That method that you just described, short tandem repeat, is that supported in the scientific community?
Yes, it is.
By published scientific literature?
Yes.
Okay. Now, your lab in Tampa, is it accredited?
Yes, we are.
With whom is it accredited?
We are accredited by ANAB, which is the American National Standards Institute National Accreditation Board.
And as an individual crime laboratory analyst, do you have some sort of continuing education or accreditation that you have to do personally?
Yes, I do have to do 16 hours of continuing education each calendar year. In addition, I do have to take what's called a proficiency test twice a year. A proficiency test is just a scenario-based test that's given to me from an outside agency. I know I'm being tested, but I don't know the results of the test. Once I receive the samples, I will take the samples from start to finish just as I would any other case working sample using our standard operating procedures. Once I get my results, I submit it to the testing agency, who then ensures that my results are consistent with theirs, and they will report that back to ANAB, our accrediting body, and to FDLE as well.
When was the last proficiency test that you undertook?
Earlier this year, and I passed it.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. How do you talked about your protocols. How do you ensure that the results that you achieve in your laboratory are correct? How do you know that you're getting the correct results? What steps do you take?
We have controls that are run with all of our samples. So as I mentioned earlier, as a part of that STR process, that I took a sample of the item of evidence to do through the 4 steps. Well, I'm also going to do that with what's called a reagent blank. So it's just an empty tube, and everything that happens to my sample happens to that tube through all 4 steps of the STR process. That's called a negative control, and that just ensures that no outside DNA is being introduced into the samples. In addition, there's also a positive control that's run through the samples to just ensure that all of the reagents are performing and the instruments are performing the way that they should and producing the expected results that is received from that positive control.
Right. As an analyst, do you maintain neutrality when you are working with items that have been submitted to you by various agencies and throughout the testing process?
Yes.
Why is it important for you to maintain a neutral attitude about the evidence that comes into you for testing?
When I receive the evidence, I don't know what to expect as a result, so I'm just going to conduct my testing as I would with every other item that's similar. I'm going to send it through the same process, of course, not to be biased in any way, just to perform it and to try to get any DNA profiles that may be usable in the case.
Thank you. Now, you mentioned a little bit earlier about statistical analysis is used as part of the procedure for ultimate DNA analysis. Do you have specialized training in statistics?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the training that you've received in statistics?
So I took statistics as a part of my master's class. In addition to during the training program at FDLE, we are trained on the statistic that we perform, which is currently likelihood ratio. In addition to the training that I received from FDLE, the members of the program that we use also did a 2-week statistical training class on the system, and so I did get that training as well.
Does the Florida Department of Law Enforcement use a particular database as part of your statistical analysis?
Yes, we do.
Can you explain a little bit about that database, please?
The database we use is developed from, the National Institutes of Standard and Technology. That database was published in the Forensic Science International Journal of Forensics in 2013. And basically that database contains DNA profiles from random people who were samples that were purchased, and the DNA types that were observed there are just telling me how common or how rare a particular allele or DNA type may be observed in the general population across 3 ethnicities.
34
the ethnicities
months.
we look at are
Amazing.
Caucasian, Hispanic, and African American, as those are the 3 common ethnicities found in the state of Florida.
Okay. Why do you use a numerical weight or a statistical weight as part of the DNA analysis?
We add a statistical weight to a sample that is a match, which means that I compared a single source or profile from one individual to a known individual, or an inclusion where I'm comparing an individual to what's called a mixture, where that's from 2 or more individuals. It gives a statistical weight as to how common or how rare, given the DNA evidence, how likely it is to see that DNA evidence how likely it is to see that DNA evidence given the profile that is observed let me rephrase that. The statistical weight gives I'm looking at the DNA profile and I'm comparing a known individual to the profile, either to a single source or a mixture. It just gives weight as to how common or how rare that DNA profile may be observed. Sorry.
Okay. Essentially, does that allow you to put into perspective the results as to how much of that person's DNA is in that particular sample?
It's actually just saying it's comparing 2 different scenarios and giving a weight. It's comparing how likely that DNA profile could be from the person of interest, or an unknown individual. So it's not telling me that that person is actually in the profile. It's just telling me what is the likelihood that the evidence could be from the person of interest versus an unknown individual.
All right, thank you. Now, have you ever testified in court with regard to DNA analysis?
Yes.
How many times, approximately, Ms. Webster?
Probably about 50-ish.
Okay. And can you give us an idea of where in the state of Florida you've given testimony on DNA?
I've gone as high as Tallahassee, and I've gone as further south as Fort Myers, where we have our different regions. So any of the courthouses in between there, I've probably touched on a few of them.
Can I just say,
Great.
for somebody
Now,
that
I want
reports
to,
things with the 24
ask you
zeros,
about how,
seeing
as an
50-ish
FDLE
is a great
analyst,
professional.
how do you determine or examine an item of evidence to know if there is blood on that item? Can you explain that process to us?
Yes, if I'm examining an item of evidence, I'm going to look at it to see if it has red-brown staining that may be possibly present, as that's somewhat characteristics of what a blood stain would look like. If I observe red-brown staining on the item, I'm going to perform what's called a presumptive test, which is just a chemical change test that tells me whether or not blood is probably present, but what it possibly isn't. I cannot confirm that it is blood, but I can say that blood is possibly present. That color change test takes a clear liquid, and it turns pink if blood is possibly present.
Okay. Did you receive known samples in this particular case of the defendant Dima Tower and also Jennifer and Robbie Tower?
Yes, I did.
In what forms did you receive those known samples, Ms. Webster?
I received a buccal swab from Dima Tower, and I received a blood stain card from Robbie Tower and a blood stain card from Jennifer Tower.
Okay. Now, as to the buccal swab from Dima Tower, did you obtain a complete DNA profile for Dima Tower?
Yes, I did.
And as to the blood stain cards, did you obtain complete DNA profiles for both Jennifer Tower and Robbie Tower?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so did you also receive items of evidence, or did your lab receive items of evidence from the Northport Police Department?
Yes, we did.
Can you please tell the members of the jury, and without going through the entire list, if you could just tell us about items 6.1 and 7.8.
May I refer to my notes?
You may, if it would help to refresh your recollection.
Greeners has had a couple choice comments today. But Hallie B in Tennessee, thank you very much for that.
Item 6.1 is described as a DNA sample that was taken from the knife blade.
Okay, and 6.1, was that derived from a kitchen knife? And
yes.
Thank you. And then as to item 7.8, can you tell us what that item of evidence is?
Item 7.8 is described as a DNA sample from knife 6's handle.
Okay, thank you. All right. So speaking specifically of those two items, 6.1, the knife blade, and 7.8, the knife handle. And those are from two distinct knives.
That's correct.
Thank you. Okay. Did FDLE test those items?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Can you please explain the initial results of that test?
Item 6 is the kitchen knife did give chemical indications for the presence of blood. That means I did that presumptive color change test that I described earlier, and there was a color change for pink. So the results that it gave chemical indications for blood.
All right, and what about 7.8? Just as to the blood, the serology.
That's right. Yes. So I also did obtain, there was chemical indications for the presence of blood on item 7.8 as well.
Thank you. Now let's go back to 6.1. Once you found the chemical indications for the presence of blood on that knife blade, what was the next step in the analysis?
After that, I would have taken, there was a sampling taken of the knife handle and the blade, and then the samples would have been placed in a tube that I described earlier and taken through that 4-step process as I described it in order to try to develop a DNA profile for each of those items.
Okay. And what were the DNA results that you obtained from the knife blade, item 6.1?
So for item 6.1, the knife blade, the DNA results obtained demonstrated the presence of a mixture consistent with 2 donors, including at least 1 male contributor.
Okay, and were you able to determine of any of those donors in that particular item, 6.1, the knife blade?
I was able to include Dima Tower as a possible contributor to the mixed DNA profile. The observed mixed DNA profile is approximately 61,000 times more likely to occur if the sample originated from Dima Tower and 1 unrelated individual than if it originated from 2 unrelated individuals.
Okay. Were you also given an indication of one of the other donors in that mixture?
I was able to include Robbie Tower as a possible contributor to the mixed DNA profile. The observed mixed DNA profile is greater than 700 billion times more likely to occur if the sample originated from Robbie Tower and 1 unrelated individual than from 2 unrelated individuals.
Okay, so if we can break that down just into layperson's language, can you just simplify that for the members of the jury?
As I mentioned in the statistic, I just giving away, the type of statistic I'm giving you is called a likelihood ratio, and it's comparing 2 opposing hypotheses. So it's comparing whether or not the person of interest could be given the DNA profile, the person of interest could be the donor of the profile versus if an unknown individual could be the donor of the evidence profile observed. In this case, I'm giving weight to whether or not, for the evidence, if Dima Tower is included, the likelihood for the DNA profile is approximately 67,000 times more likely to occur if it originated from him versus non-related individual. I'm giving weight more to each of those scenarios, and it's on a sliding scale. So if a likelihood ratio of 1 just means that it's neutral. It doesn't give weight to either one of those scenarios. As you get higher above 1, the number 1, it gives weight more to my first scenario of the person of interest being the possible donor of that DNA profile. As it gets lower from 1, it's stating that it's supporting more of that second hypothesis, or that an unknown individual is the one that donated that DNA profile.
Thank you. Now let's move on to the knife handle from 7.8, the other knife, the second knife. Can you please tell us about the results after you did your analysis, Ms. Wester?
The DNA results for item 7.8 demonstrated the presence of a mixture of at least 2 donors, including at least 1 male contributor. A complete DNA profile for the major contributor could be determined and is suitable for comparisons. Due to the limited nature of the DNA results for the additional contributors to the mixture, that data wasn't interpretable. So I'm only making comparisons to the major DNA profile. This major DNA profile matched the DNA profile from Robbie Tower. The observed major DNA profile is greater than 700 billion times more likely to occur if the sample originated from Robbie Tower than from an unrelated individual.
Thank you. Now, I just want to ask you a question regarding this particular evidence. So these knives were in a kitchen, and presumably they were used by all the members of the family at any given time. The family members being Robbie Tower, Jennifer Tower, and Dima Tower. So what distinguishes the DNA that you found on these two knives? What's the distinction? Is it because you found chemical indications for the presence of blood as opposed to touch DNA?
Objection leading?
Okay, I saw that
Try
one.
not to be
All right.
so leading in your question.
Try not to be so leading. You gave the answer literally.
Do you understand the question as a general concept? Can you explain touch DNA versus blood DNA? Okay, I think that's the question.
Please.
Yes. So if blood DNA from blood, blood is as a body fluid in general would produce more DNA or leave more DNA behind than just touching an item. However, I can't say in this case as to which one those came from, as the knives may have been handled as stated by everyone throughout the family. I can't state whether or not the DNA is exclusively from blood or from epithelial cells.
Thank you. But based upon your analysis, were there chemical indications for the presence of blood on both knives?
Yes, there was.
Thank you. May I have a moment, please?
Amen.
Is that all you need from the DNA? You butchered that last question with the leading. You literally gave the answer, such that a layperson like myself knew exactly when to object. Shouldn't say butchered. There's some words you just shouldn't use. That was my bad.
Thank you very much. I don't have anything else.
Mr. Gilman, when you're ready.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
Good morning, and well yourself.
All right. So when you're examining these items of evidence, you examine essentially what's submitted, right?
Correct.
You don't go to the individual law enforcement headquarters and pick and choose what they give to you.
That is correct.
All right. So if they give you, for example, an actual physical knife, you would go through and do all of the swabbing yourself, correct?
Correct.
If they don't give you the physical knife, they just give you whatever the swabs are, you test from the swabs, correct?
Correct.
So you're entirely at the discretion of what is submitted to you as far as what gets tested.
Correct.
All right. And that system is automated, correct?
What do you mean by automated?
I mean, you don't go in and with like a pair of tweezers and pull out DNA, right?
No, I don't use a tweezer to go in. I do the process that we described.
Right. It's automated through machinery, right?
Yes, there are some hands-on portions, but yes, there are some machinery that helps with that.
And the peaks and valleys are essentially computer-generated results, correct?
Correct.
All right. The statistical analysis that you do has changed since you started in 2009, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Okay. And it used to be that you would give numbers like 1 in 15 and make like sounding like really horrible made up numbers for a statistical analysis, correct? And you'd have to count the number of zeros to describe the number.
No,
yes, we still do that. There's still big numbers now.
Now you do like 50-ish.
But it sounds to me like you said that the 2 times that you discovered Robbie Tower's DNA, that statistical likelihood was 700 billion times more likely, correct?
I stated that it's greater than 700 billion times more likely.
Okay. And then for the one instance where you indicated that you found Dima Tower in a mixture, it was 67,000, correct?
Approximately 61,000.
Okay. I think you said both 61 and 67. So it's 61?
It's 61,000.
Okay. And that's obviously closer to zero than 700 billion, right?
Yes.
Okay. And again, we're talking about a mixture, correct?
Does that right into the microphone?
Yes, for both samples.
And using the statistical analysis the way that you do, if you were to use a separate database than the one that you use, would you expect similar or different results?
Objection calls for speculation.
Would you be speculating, or do you know the answer to that?
I generally know the answer to that.
All right, I'll overrule the objection. You can answer it.
It would be slightly different, but I wouldn't expect there to be more than a tenfold difference.
Right. So back when you're talking about the big, huge numbers, if we're talking 700 billion, the tenfold difference would be 70 billion, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing further, Judge.
State any redirect of the witness.
No.
Did you find blood on those two knives?
Yes, I did find the indications for blood, yes.
Okay. And in addition, did you also find DNA from Robbie Tower and Dima Tower?
I was able to include Robbie Tower and Dima Tower on item 6.1.
And is that the bottom line of your report? In the most simplistic reductionist terms, is that the bottom line of your report?
Those are the results of my reporting, yes.
Thank you very much.
Is the witness free to step down?
Yes. No objection.
All right, you may step down now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Folks, as you recall, when we talked about scheduling, this is the witness this morning. The next witness is not available till 1 o'clock. So let's see, it's 11:51. Is an hour enough for you folks for lunch? I see the jurors say that's fine. Does that work for the parties?
It does, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's start back up.
Dr. Vega is 1:15. Let's make it 1:15. Sorry.
1:15, okay? We'll see everybody at 1:15, okay? Please leave your notepads turned over, face down, writing implements on top. Have a nice lunch. Remember, do not discuss anything with each other, and don't observe, read.
Don't observe, read, do anything else. The jurors turned him out because they turned the volume off on the mic. The bottom line mention was her big mic drop. Did you find blood? Yes. Okay. That's all we needed. That was our only witness for this morning. It was a late start. There is only one witness left. And that's going to be Vega, right? The ME. Judge said 1 hour for lunch. Means we come back at 12:45. Give me a minute to make the thumbnail for the afternoon session. Okay, it was very, very quiet, but they're going to, when we come back from lunch, we're going to find out if Mr. Tower is going to testify. He said, okay, have a good lunch. It was super, super quiet, like it came in like 10 decibels above noise floor. Let's see. Get the time right, 12:45, we'll be back. Make the portal. Oh, look what's happening. Hang on, what's happening here?
He's the one walking.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Hang on.
Yes.
Unmuted.
What's your name?
We're going to back
Michael
up.
Gokenow.
We're going to back up a little bit because he did some funny things here real quick.
Client is going to waive his right to a preliminary exam.
All right, he can sign the form. Sir, you're waiving your right to have a
cartwheels with him.
preliminary examination?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you don't have to do that because it'll pick it up from.
Okay, my bad.
Otherwise, you look like one of those little birds trying to get that water.
Like a bobblehead.
All right, yeah. All right, so you understand that in waiving your right to a preliminary examination, that's a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses alleged were committed and that you committed them.
Yes, sir.
You understand you'll not have that hearing, you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. People also waive the right.
We do, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendants bound over to circuit court on counts 1, 2, and 3 with 4 and 5 following.
That's perfect.
Ambulance driving by. Turned on my street.
Your Honor, my client has executed the waiver form. At this time, my client was stand mute as to the charge formal reading.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute to all 5 counts. Court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial will be set for
December 4th at 1:30 with Judge Slay.
December 4th, 2025, 1:30 before Judge Slay.
Your Honor, Mr. Kimura maybe everything is just going to be moved, but all of his other cases are in front of Judge Hamoud.
I'm sorry?
All of his other cases are in front of Judge Hamoud.
So what do you want me to do?
I just was letting you know because I thought you might be interested. They'll get switched over.
Not sure what the guy at the bottom
I might be able to do what?
So can we switch to move?
Yes.
So
That's right.
they'll, if for whatever reason it's set that way, they'll get it straightened
He
up
was
there.
concerned.
Why? He doesn't want to be before Judge Slay?
He
You want
loves
me
and
to?
respects her immensely.
It worried you, but Judge Slay worried
I
you?
never had her.
Huh?
Never had her.
Sit in the vape.
You want me to tell her you don't like her?
No.
Oh, okay. No? All right, thanks.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Judge Hamoud's the correct judge? It's, all right, on this date?
No, November 24th.
November 24th, 2025. 1:30, you get your wish before Judge Hamoud.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll let her know that you like her better than.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No, not a problem.
You have a blessed day, man.
You do the same. Court calls the case, People versus Michael Getzenauer.
Oh, that's him. Here we go.
He's gonna be.
Asphalt is for the people.
We're flipping around.
Attorney Kara Rosengren
Try
on
to
behalf of
unmute.
Mr. Gockenauer, who's appearing by Zoom.
Where is he?
Oh, he's the guy doing upside down flips.
He's the one walking.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Unmuted.
What's your name?
Michael Gockenauer.
Gockenauer. Yes. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, an offer has been extended in this case, but we haven't had the opportunity to discuss it with Mr. Gockenauer, so we're just asking for a brief adjournment.
December 11th, 2025.
That was all.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
9
more
a.m.
exciting than
bond continued. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Gockenauer.
That
Court
sounds
calls
good.
case,
I'll
People
have my
versus-
phone fixed tomorrow morning. Is there a number I can call you at?
Yeah, that's fine, Mr. Gockenauer. You're all set. We'll be in touch with you, okay?
All right, thanks.
Thank
You
you.
guys done?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Sorry.
Court calls the case, People versus Sandra Law.
Tony, what are you saying? Judge side 115.
Oh.
This is an attorney, Ron,
Back.
on behalf
115. We're
of
coming back.
Ms. Law.
Judge said one.
Ms. Law, can
Sorry.
you state your name for the
I see
record?
what you said. That
Your
means
Honor, we are requesting an
we'll come
adjournment in order to submit an order for inpatient treatment.
There's going to be an injection to inpatient treatment for this individual.
Thank you. I'll change the time on the start time.
I'm familiar with Miss Law. I'm going to let her go. So you can. I was asking out of courtesy.
I appreciate your thanks, Princess.
So you get all the way to lunch, all the way to 1.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned December 4th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Bond continued.
All right.
Thank you.
Judge, we're gonna bail on you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's lunchtime. Mrs. R.A. already gave me a granola bar, but that does not replace the full lunch, which I should eat today. We're done. We're done. How is it already noon for Pete's sake? I've wasted this morning feeding teenage greeners dreams. We followed that conversation loosely. Let's see. Say my name. Thank you. Share, like, subscribe, and hype. The hype comes after the live stream ends. So I think once the live stream ends, you should be able to see the hype button. But we'll portal over to the new one. So if you portal, I guess the hype button will be hidden forever. So do we know if the defendant will testify? That we're going to find out as soon as we come back, or well, I guess after the state rests with their next witness. So this afternoon's witness, he may be testifying this afternoon. Can we open a fan club for court security officer? We'd like to show our affection. I know which one you're talking about. That's in Judge Simpson's court. He doesn't miss the gym day. I can tell you that. He's quite fit. Twin Tail Fox, welcome. Good to have you here. Couldn't find the hype on replay twice. It's just being rolled out. If you can't find it, it should be like where you have to scroll over to the shopping tab. You have to sort of go through all the options on the YouTube, page for the video, and it should be there, but not on a live. It might take a while to show up. Anyway, not a big deal. If you do find it and press it, thank you. It does help the channel out immensely, apparently. But nap time. Sloth Life, thank you. Thank you for your mug order as well. I saw that come in. Swipe left and right, not up and down for the hype button. There you go. Yes, left and right. On a little menu bar. They've got to move it somewhere easier to see. All right, tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better, and please stay safe till we go live again this afternoon. It'll be 1 o'clock in 1 hour exactly from now. We'll go live with the afternoon session. They'll start 15 minutes after that, so we'll be able to talk and get seated and everything before they kick off. We expect to hear from the defendant, or at least hear that the defendant is not going to testify, or maybe he will. I don't know. Tonight might be the day for that. Also, tonight we have the podcast, 8 p.m. right here on this channel. Please don't miss it. Thomas and I would be terribly disappointed if we look through the audience and you're not there. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Everyone else will be here, and it's well worth it. If you do have to miss it, just commit right now to catch it on the replay, and you'll be forgiven. We will dismiss the bench warrants in that case. Until then, you guys have a great lunch. We'll see you afterwards. Bye.